Visit KentuckyTourism.com to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
Today is Veterans Day, the day set aside to celebrate those who served our country. Bree Tennis with some Veterans Day etiquette.
Coast to coast, there'll be parades and celebrations, both festive and somber, to honor veterans. It's a great day to show American pride, so wear your patriotic clothing and show appreciation. But don't salute. That's reserved for military members past and present, the Secretary of Defense, and the President. Ms. Manners says it's okay to say thank you for your service, but she says make it less generic and more personal.
Turkey prices will be up 40% this Thanksgiving season over last year. Tammy Trujillo with the numbers.
That's largely because of the bird flu. The Farm Bureau reports there were more than 600,000 cases in September and expects that number to grow. As of now,
the U.S. could be next. The Pan American Health Organization made the move after Canada's outbreak lasted more than a year, warning the U.S. could follow in January if it doesn't stop its own outbreak. Measles cases that began in Texas have now spread to several states, fueled by failing vaccination rates. Guitarist Ace Frehley's cause of death is being revealed as blunt trauma injuries to the head from a fall. That's according to the Morris County, New Jersey Medical Examiner's Office, which also ruled the death was accidental. The 74-year-old founding member of the legendary rock band died October 16th. He apparently suffered a minor fall in his studio the month prior. And a new study finds that coffee may help protect against irregular heartbeats. Research presented at the American Heart Association shows that just 1 cup of coffee a day could reduce the risk of AFib. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Hi, I'm Fred Sizemore. And at Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, our award-winning service department is here to keep you moving with world-class customer care. We're proud to serve not only our friends and neighbors, but also the vehicles that keep our community safe, from police and EMS to fire departments. With free pickup and delivery, plus a convenient shuttle service, we make it easy to keep your car or truck in top shape.
We make it easy. We make it easy. We make it easy.
At Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, service isn't just what we do, it's who we are.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It is the 11th day of the month of November, a day where we get partly sunny skies and 44 on a Veterans Day celebration Tuesday. Forecast is coming your way. News brought to you by Stewart Powell Ford Mazda. We just had and heard from Fred Sizemore just a second ago, so let's hop into news. Here we go.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A Danville High School graduate has been honored as the Teacher of the Year in the state of Louisiana. The Advocate Messenger reports that 1998 graduate Larry Richardson was named the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year at Bossier Parish School for Technology and Innovative Learning, where he teaches barbering there. Not only does he teach barbering, he also gives back to the community by offering free back-to-school and holiday haircuts. The public forum for individuals to speak on the Boyle County Planning and Zoning's comprehensive plan is set for next Monday. One of the topics of discussion will certainly be the plan that would make 5 acres the minimum to build a house on in the county. The plan has caught the eye of the Boyle County Fiscal Court, who has already discussed it in a previous meeting. The comprehensive plan itself serves as a guide for growth and development through Boyle County, and while it's just a guiding document and not a regulation, it does play a vital role in shaping decisions within the county. Again, that public forum is set for Monday, November 17th at the Intercounty Energy Building on Houstonville Road. Mercer County Schools has voted to lower the real estate property tax. WLEX reports that Mercer County's Board of Education has voted to lower the property tax for the 2025-26 school year from 71.6 cents to 70.5 cents per $100 of assessed value. This news comes after a petition gathered enough signatures that would have sent the rate to a special election, which would have cost more than $100,000. Instead, WLEX reports that board members chose to lower the rate to avoid election costs. The website has named Harrodsburg's town square one of the most charming in the state. WorldAtlas.com, which bills itself as one of the most significant publications on topics in geography, has named Harrodsburg's downtown area one of the most charming. The Harrodsburg Herald reports the article praises Harrodsburg's downtown, an area in front of the Judicial Center, considered its town square, as it's within walking distance of other historic places like the old Fort Harrod State Park and Beaumont Inn. And members of the Danville City Fire Department have become certified rope technicians. Last week, firefighter Michael Bugg and Lieutenant Blake Sexton spent 40 hours each enhancing their skills to become certified rope technicians that allows them extra capabilities during what may be extreme rescue situations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Our Meals on Wheels program is designed for seniors 60 and up in Boyle County who struggle with food insecurity. If you think you may be eligible, call us at 859-236-2070, thegatheringplace.org, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more info.
Serving Boyle County seniors, a gathering place.
Hi, this is Jasmine Walters Hubbard, Director of Sales at the Hampton Inn, Holiday Inn Express and Suites, and the coming soon Home 2 Suites, expected to open spring 2026 in Danville. The three sister hotels, managed by MKP Management in Lexington, means triple the rooms to host your guests and triple the meeting space to host a meeting or seminar. Rates are always negotiable, so give me a call at 859-516-4720. You can also find us on Facebook. I look forward to talking soon.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Rayleigh Joe. Appreciate that. Brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Ready Care Clinic, now open in Danville on Lexington Avenue. They're accepting new patients, and they also do primary care. Yeah, primary care services combine the convenience of urgent care. They provide routine checkups, preventative screenings, vaccinations, and chronic condition management. The Ready Care Clinic in Danville, Lexington Avenue, next to Save a Lot. Partly sunny on this Veterans Day. Cold as well. 44 is your high. A low tonight of 36. Sunshine and 58 tomorrow. And a football Thursday for the Rebels this week. Mostly sunny and a high of 58. It's 7:10 in the morning, and it's 23 degrees. Wind chill feels like 14. And Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Haddix joins the show.
Resetting your password. Unsubscribing from emails. Printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
And we welcome on to the show Boyle County Rebel head football coach Justin Haddix. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Doing good. How you doing this morning?
I am doing great, Coach. Appreciate you talking with us this morning about Rebel football as you all gear up for another Thursday night game, back-to-back Thursday night games for your Rebels as you take on the Wayne County Cardinals, a team who got here by beating Harlan County 26-2. Almost had that shutout last Friday night. Coach, we talked about the Wayne County offense yesterday. Let's talk about the Wayne County defense today, Coach. What do you expect to see out of this Wayne County defensive unit?
Well, obviously last week you held them to no touchdowns, giving them up. They do got a kid back, that 51, who's been probably one of their better linemen. Didn't play last time against us, and he's playing. They'll have a good. They're a little awkward scheme to go against, the way that they play some coverages and alignments. And it's win or go home, so you could kind of see some different stuff this week. So we got to be ready to go.
And number 51 is Ethan Pittman, and he had a monster game last Friday against Harlan County. 3 tackles for loss, Coach. He's back there disrupting plays in the backfield.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's big. He's probably 6'5", 6'6", big physical player, and he's a senior, so it'll be the last game. His season's on the line. His life's on the line of his high school playing career. So we've got to do a great job of doing our jobs.
Yeah, Colton Baker Jr. had a scoop and score as well last week. They forced 2 turnovers, and they had one. They went for a touchdown. So, again, you get defensive touchdowns. It certainly helps the momentum of your team, and they got one last week versus Harlan County.
Yep. Defensive touchdowns and special teams touchdowns are big for momentum, and we've experienced that. And that's something we cannot give up.
Yeah. Coach, I had practice go for you all yesterday. Did you get out in the cold?
Yeah, we got out in the cold. Had a good practice, really. I like the mentality of our team this year. They just enjoy being around. They enjoy being around each other. They enjoy working hard. We're out there. We got an hour and 45 minutes of really getting after it and did a good job.
Coach, what about today? What's on the practice schedule for today? You all, I'm sure, back outside again. A little bit warmer today as well. It's not going to be a bad night on Thursday night. In fact, yesterday, Coach, is going to be the coldest day of the week, so it's going to be much warmer for the game on Thursday. What do you expect to see out of your practice agenda for today?
Today we'll go over all of our offense and what we're doing, getting ready for what we're going to run this week and making sure they can execute it. It's good to have these cold days. You hope you continue to play. It's going to be cold, and your players are this is a trial run for what they want to wear, what they're able to wear on game day of how can they survive this of kind of going on and what makes them comfortable or what makes them uncomfortable. So it's a good test for everybody.
Is there, I'm sure there is, but is there like a way a player preparing for the cold, potential cold, can wear too many layers and get too warm? I mean, they're out there running around at that point in the game. They don't realize, oh, man, I put too many layers on. Sure, it's 30 degrees out here, but I'm hot right now.
Yeah, and that's what, we don't allow them. They don't wear sweatshirts and all that stuff. That's like a pet peeve of mine. I'm like wearing sweatshirts under their pads with the hooded sweatshirt. And so we're working on what they wear, what they're comfortable. And if you're a skilled guy, they've not really come out with the stuff that you can wear the long sleeves and your arms are like sticky for the ball.
Oh, yeah.
We've not experienced any of that. So like our skilled guys, if we're playing receiver or running back, if you want the ball in your hands, you're not wearing long sleeves. So that's kind of the thing. You got to take care of your core temperature, and we use hot hands, and we've got the hand warmers for the skilled guys, keep their hands warm because obviously that's important. They can wear gloves, their receiver gloves, but you're kind of figuring all that stuff out of what you can wear and how you're able to play in these cold weather games during these weeks of practices.
Yeah, again, Thursday, 58 the high, 37 is the low. Of course, that low would be overnight, so not nearly going to be that cold for kickoff on Thursday night. So it's going to be fairly comfortable. Should be a good night for football Thursday night. Boyle and Wayne County will have that kickoff on Z105. Coach Justin Haddix joins us weekday mornings at 7:10 talking Rebel football. Coach, we appreciate you being on. We'll talk special teams tomorrow, okay?
Hey, thank you. Go Rebels.
There you go, Boyle County head coach Justin Haddix. We go from Boyle County across town to Danville, where Steve Stonebreaker joins us. Coming up next, Admirals heading down to the Briar Patch to take on the Somerset Bunnies. And Coach Stonebreaker's on here to talk about Somerset starting off this morning with their offense. Coming up next on The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Jack Mathis. I love sports, and this is a sports update with the Big Daddy, Steve Beauchamp. Brought to you by Stuart Powell Mazda.
Hi, I'm Fred Sizemore, and at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, we're more than a dealership. We're your hometown friend for all of your vehicle needs. For over 75 years, we've been proud to serve this community with honesty, integrity, and a team of people who truly care. Whether you're buying your first car, keeping your family vehicle running smoothly, or finding the perfect truck, we make it easy.
We make it easy.
We make it easy.
We make it easy to do business with us.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Ninth-ranked Kentucky is at number 12 Louisville tonight in men's college basketball at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Even though U of L dropped a spot and UK stayed the same in this week's AP Top 25 poll, the Cards are a 4.5-point favorite over the Cats. Kentucky has won 3 straight in this rivalry and 6 of the last 7 meetings. Our pregame shows begin at 6:30. Tip-offs at 8 o'clock tonight for Kentucky at Louisville on Z105. Last night in college basketball, Western Kentucky downed Eastern Kentucky in Richmond 87-79. Houston has leapfrogged over Purdue to take over the number 1 position in college basketball, according to the AP Top 25. UConn is 3rd after the Cougars and Boilermakers. As we said earlier, Kentucky stayed 9th and Louisville fell 1 spot to 12th. Hometown Radio will have 2 high school football playoff games this week for you. In Class 4A, top-rated Boyle County hosts Wayne County Thursday night at 7 on Z105. In Class 2A, Danville is on the road at Somerset Friday night at 7:30 on WHIR. Both games stream worldwide at hometownlive.net. Kentucky linebacker Devin Raymer has been chosen as the co-defensive player of the week in the SEC. Cats quarterback Cutter Boley is the SEC freshman of the week for the second straight week. UK hosts 10-0 Tennessee Tech this Saturday at 1:30 on Z105. Tech is ranked 6th this week in the FCS Top 25. The College Football Bowl playoff rankings come out tonight. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Lee Kirkland, and I live in Harrisburg. We're with Welch Homes because I've known Christy since I was a child. She's always been such a good friend and a good person, so I decided to go with her on selling our first home, and she did such a great job for us that we ended up selling and buying about 4 properties through her. She made everything happen quickly, and everything was smoothly, and I would recommend Welch Homes to anybody who is trying to purchase or sell their property.
Welch Homes Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Did you know there's money available to help you pay for trade school or college? Yep, and all you need to do is fill out the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. Completing the FAFSA costs you nothing but time, and it can pay off big. And there are experts across Kentucky who can help. For more info, visit gearupky.org/money. That's gearupky.org/money. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by
Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Folks, shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses and big-time discounts up to 50% every single day. The Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. You get partly sunny skies on this Veterans Day Tuesday as we honor and show love and support to those who have served this great country in any of our branches of the military, and we appreciate them every day, but especially today on Veterans Day. A high of 44. A low tonight, 36. Getting warmer as we go throughout this week. 58's the high tomorrow. Thursday, 58. Football Friday for the Admirals, mostly sunny down at the Briar Patch, and 63 is a high. Right now, 7:21 in the morning. It's 22 degrees on this 11th day of November. It's a Tuesday, and we talk with Danville head coach Steve Stonebreaker coming up now.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
And we welcome on to the show the head coach of the Danville Admirals, Steve Stonebreaker. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing great, Joe. How about you?
Doing great, Coach. Doing great. Appreciate you being on this morning. Hey, I saw some pictures online, I guess it was yesterday, of these T-shirts, these neat shirts. It's got like an outline of you on the shirt, and it says the Stonebreaker Effect. How's it feel, Coach, to be on a T-shirt?
yeah, that's kind of weird, to be honest with you. But, yeah, our baseball boosters did that one, and yeah, they kind of surprised us all with that one. But I hope they're a big seller for them. Hope they make a little bit of money. But yeah, I don't know who would want my mug on a T-shirt.
Well, here's the deal, Coach. They got it in the short sleeve version. Look, we at Danville, we're expecting some cold weather games, right? So we need to make the hoodie version of the Stonebreaker Effect so we can wear them in cold weather.
There you go. Yeah. Well, you need to contact C.J. Lynn.
We'll do that. Hey, Coach, appreciate you joining us this morning. Danville and Somerset, one of the great rivalries, quite honestly, in high school football, Coach. Let me ask you this, and you may know, how many times do you think Danville and Somerset have played head-to-head?
Well, I mean, they both had football programs for over a century. I mean, I'm going to say somewhere between 70 and 80.
That's a great guess, and it's still not enough. This will be the 87th all-time matchup on Friday night between Danville and Somerset, a rivalry that goes back to 1909. Now, what I'm seeing is 1909, first ever game played. Then there was a 10-year hiatus until 1919, so I don't know if we're missing some scores in there, but what I've got, this is the 87th all-time matchup. Coach, Danville leads the all-time series, 54, 29, and 3 ties. This will be the 14th time Danville and Somerset have played in the playoffs. Danville leads the playoff series 7-6. So a lot of great history there, Coach, and this is a really good Somerset team. Let's talk about this Briar Jumpers offense that is led by the school's all-time leading rusher who plays quarterback. It's Chris Hughes. Tell us how good this Somerset offense is, Coach.
Well, they're big up front. They've got a lot of size up front, and they do a good job blocking people. They understand what they do really well. Hughes is a tremendous player, tremendous runner. He's hard to tackle. He's a downhill type of runner that runs through tackles very effectively. The Samala kid who plays running back, he's also a very good runner. They've got some young kids at receiver that are pretty good athletes that they get the ball to here and there. Tight ends, tight ends do a great job blocking for them. So, they're a run-first team, a run-heavy team. He can throw the ball effectively. He's not a Peyton Manning-type pocket passer by any stretch, but he can throw the ball effectively. And one of the things you've got to be aware of on any pass call that they have is just him taking off and running. It doesn't matter whether it's a sprint out or it's a play action or whatever the case may be. He can take off running at any time and gain a lot of yards with his legs. So you've always got to be aware of Hughes, and he's been one of the better players in this area all season long.
It seems like there's always a Hughes and there's always a Samala on the Somerset roster, and Chris Hughes has had some older brothers play there. Is he a pretty big, strong kid? Because I remember his older brothers being kind of bigger and stronger.
Oh, yeah, he certainly is. He plays safety on the defensive side of the football as well, and he can pop you, and they've got good size all the way around. I mean, all their guys up front, all their tight ends, and then, of course, Hughes. They're all big kids, and that's part of why they've been very effective running the football this year.
Yeah, you mentioned, I think, yesterday the term bully ball. Does that just mean they're big, strong up front and just push you around?
Yeah, they'll run some zone stuff, but they're really a gap scheme team in the run game more than anything else. And, they're just trying to block down, kick out, and create that seam and run right over top of you.
Their quarterback, who is Chris Hughes, who we've talked about, can run it. He's also, you said, he can throw it a little bit. He's thrown 10 touchdown passes. They do run it, obviously, a lot more than pass. So how do you keep your defense on their toes to not fall asleep and just expect run every single time, but then get hit over the top of the pass?
Well, I mean, you've got to trust your keys. You've got to do a good job with your eye discipline and understanding by formation what they can do, understanding by personnel what they can do, and, you've got to have that understanding of the game plan, and then you've got to have the eye discipline to keep your eyes where they need to be and trust your keys to be able to set yourself up to make plays.
Yeah, Danville head coach Steve Stonebreaker. Coach, it's going to be a great night for football on Friday night. 63 is the high, 50 is the low. So, again, we talked about it yesterday, the cold weather practices hopefully come in handy later on in the season, but maybe not so much this week with the weather. But what do you expect to work on in practice on this toughness and turnover Tuesday?
Well, we're going to work on the line of scrimmage. We'll have inside drill both sides of the ball and really work on the line of scrimmage, work on trying to take the football away, and obviously making good decisions with the football and tucking that thing away on the offensive side.
There you go. Danville Somerset Friday night from the Briar Patch. Gunnar Floyd and Tim Holland have the play-by-play call right here on your home for Danville football, 103.9 FM, WHIR. Coach, appreciate you being on. We'll talk Somerset defense tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good, Joe. Let's go ahead.
There you go. That's Danville Admiral head football coach Steve Stonebreaker. Sounded like he was hitting some buttons on the microwave in the background. I wonder if he was heating up his breakfast burrito. Actually, probably not, because Stonebreaker is a healthy eater. He's not eating a microwave breakfast burrito for breakfast. He's a healthy eating guy. Danville, Somerset, 7:30 Friday, Boyle County and Wayne County, 7 o'clock on Thursday. Great week for football. Let's get it done. 60 seconds away. We're back in 1 minute on the Joe Show.
Is your driveway ready for Old Man Winter? You depend on your driveway, especially in the winter months, to get in and out of your home. Mercer Stone specializes in quality stone for your driveway. Mercer Stone's special this month is dead grade or crushed stone, $1 off per ton. That's right, $1 off per ton. Mercer Stone is a supplier of all types of stone. Call them or visit them on Bergen Road in Harrodsburg. Don't forget, Mercer Stone special for the month, $1 off per ton, quality dead grade or crushed stone. At Mercer Stone, we will rock you.
On the basketball court, you have to know where the lines are. It's just as important to know where the lines are in your own yard. Kentucky law generally requires you to have underground utility lines located before most excavation work, even if it's on your own property. If you don't call 811 and you damage a natural gas line, the Kentucky Public Service Commission will investigate you and you may be fined up to $1,250. Much better to stay within the bounds of the law and call before you dig to start putting in that backboard or goalpost. For more information, visit psc.ky.gov. This message brought to you by the Kentucky Public Service Commission.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
$7:29 in the morning, 859-238-WHIR to call in, 238-9447. President Trump recommending $10,000 bonuses for air traffic controllers who stayed on a job. Well, he's holding a press conference to talk about it.
Hi, folks. Thanks for coming. And I, your favorite president, Donald Trump, want to announce that I'm giving out bonuses to a few lucky people. First, I'm giving a $10,000 bonus to any air traffic controller who worked during the shutdown. Very nice of you to work. Next, I'm giving $20,000 to anybody who can get me one of those bear Easter things from Starbucks. Those little bears are so cute, and I absolutely have to have one. And finally, I'm giving a $10 billion bonus to the guy I saw in the mirror this morning. He's so handsome and an all-around great guy. He deserves it. Thank you. No more questions.
There you go. President Trump's press conference, 7:30 in the morning. KNN News is coming your way next right here on The Joe Show on WHIR.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
A major decision from the U.S. Supreme Court Monday morning regarding same-sex marriage, as justices have rejected to take up an appeal from a former Kentucky clerk.
Former Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis has been appealing a federal jury's decision from 2023 that she pay a same-sex couple $100,000 for denying them a marriage license in 2015, along with $250,000 in attorney fees. It all happened in the aftermath of the High Court's Obergefell v. Hodges decision that led to the legalization of gay marriage in the U.S. And in their appeal, Davis's attorneys were looking to challenge the legality of that decision. In their decision this morning, no comment from any Supreme Court justices on why they've denied Davis's appeal. I'm Jack Crumley.
Collective bargaining continues to be a hot topic at the latest Fayette County Public School Board meeting. A legal update was given at Monday night's affair, where Board Attorney Josh Salisbury reported the hiring of a skilled labor attorney to help push the bargaining strategy together. However, some teachers were pondering why this progress is slow to take off.
Why do you not want teachers to be able to have a say in their employment contracts? What are you afraid of?
That audio from WKYT. The board also heard ideas of building a board finance and accountability board. These ideas were sent to Superintendent Dr. Demetrius Liggins. It's a new era for the Baptist Health Arena Alumni Coliseum at Eastern Kentucky University. A ribbon-cutting ceremony took place Monday, with renovations finishing up for the 62-year-old facility. Those include a new court, seating bowl with ADA accessibility, and upgraded plumbing, HVAC systems, and the newest technologies. The first game after the dedication was the Battle of the Bluegrass in Western Kentucky visiting the Colonels. The Hilltoppers came on top, 87-79. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Danville Bike and Footwear wants to become your complete cycling destination. They now carry Trek specialized in Kona bikes, with our newest addition being our Aventon e-bikes. Regardless of why you ride, Danville Bike and Footwear wants to make your cycling experience more enjoyable. Fall is a great time to get out and enjoy the cooler temperatures on our Kentucky trails. Come in and check out all of our new inventory of bikes and cycling accessories. Danville Bike and Footwear in downtown Danville, where adventure and comfort ride together.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville High School graduate has been honored as the Teacher of the Year in the state of Louisiana. The Advocate Messenger reports that 1998 graduate Larry Richardson was named the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year at Bossier Paris School for Technology and Innovative Learning, where he teaches barbering there. Not only does he teach barbering, he also gives back to the community by offering free back-to-school and holiday haircuts. The public forum for individuals to speak on the Boyle County Planning and Zoning's comprehensive plan is set for next Monday. One of the topics of discussion will certainly be the plan that would make 5 acres the minimum to build a house on in the county. The plan has caught the eye of the Boyle County Fiscal Court, who has already discussed it in a previous meeting. The comprehensive plan itself serves as a guide for growth and development through Boyle County, and while it's just a guiding document and not a regulation, it does play a vital role in shaping decisions within the county. Again, that public forum is set for Monday, November 17th at the Intercounty Energy Building on Houstonville Road. Mercer County Schools has voted to lower the real estate property tax. WLEX reports that Mercer County's Board of Education has voted to lower the property tax for the 2025-26 school year from 71.6 cents to 70.5 cents per $100 of assessed value. This news comes after a petition gathered enough signatures that would have sent the rate to a special election, which would have cost more than $100,000. Instead, WLEX reports that board members chose to lower the rate to avoid election costs. The website has named Harrodsburg's town square one of the most charming in the state. WorldAtlas.com, which bills itself as one of the most significant publications on topics in geography, has named Harrodsburg's downtown area one of the most charming. The Harrodsburg Herald reports the article praises Harrodsburg's downtown, an area in front of the Judicial Center, considered its town square, as it's within walking distance of other historic places like the old Fort Harrod State Park and Beaumont Inn. And members of the Danville City Fire Department have become certified rope technicians. Last week, firefighter Michael Bugg and Lieutenant Blake Sexton spent 40 hours each enhancing their skills to become certified rope technicians that allows them extra capabilities during what may be extreme rescue situations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Thank you, Rayleigh Joe. Brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. Proudly representing the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Calling Mark or Chris for a free quote. 859-236-6686. All right, partly sunny, high of 44, low tonight 36, sunshine, and a high tomorrow of 58. Thursday, mostly sunny, and a high of 58. Right now, 7:36 in the morning, a Veterans Day Tuesday. And we salute all of the veterans that served our great country in the armed forces and whatever branch of military that may be. Certainly, we love you all and appreciate your service. Want to give a special salute and shout out today to James the Gardener. James Ross served our country in the military, and James said he's not going to be able to make it in this morning because he's going to some Veterans Day events, I believe, at John W. Bate Middle School today, and we certainly understand that. So a salute to James. We love him and appreciate his service, and so thankful for James the Gardener this morning as well. Let's see what Tyler Miller's got to say on the County Agent's Corner. Good morning, Tyler. How are you?
Hey, Joe. It's one of my holidays I really enjoy and respect, you know, it's just such an honor to be able to be in a country that we live in, and that's obviously was not free. So we do thank our veterans.
Yes. We take it for granted, I think, most days, right? Wake up in the morning, go to work, turn the radio on, get your cup of coffee, whatever, all the luxuries that we have in this country. And certainly those are bought and paid for, and we appreciate our veterans for their service in keeping our country free. Tyler, appreciate you being on the County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. Here we go.
Got the top price for your livestock? Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs, selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
And here's Tyler Miller.
All right. Well, thank you. And today we're going to be talking about feeding soybeans to beef cattle. And, we do that. We can put soybean meal, processed soybeans, that is, in our feed. And soybeans are known to have high protein content and high oil content. But if we've got just a whole bean, can we still feed that to the animals? And so when we look at that, the high oil content can negatively impact the fiber digestion in the rumen. So we got to watch our fat content, our oil content, and make sure it is less than 6% to avoid detrimental impacts to the rumen of fiber digestion. Now, feeding raw soybeans to like nursing calves or calves that don't have a fully functional rumen yet should not be offered raw soybeans because they contain a inhibitor that will interfere with the protein digestion. And so these raw soybeans, they contain a urease, which is an enzyme that releases ammonia from urea, and the rumen microbes, they provide urease to break down urea, and additionally, urease from raw soybeans increases the rate of ammonia formation. Now, that's a lot of ammonia and urease language there, but basically there's excessive ruminal ammonia, and that can be toxic to cattle because it diffuses like across the rumen wall and into the bloodstream, and that's when we have high trouble. So we got to be careful that that raw soybeans do not get fed to those younger animals. And when we do feed the soybeans, we got to make sure that that we're doing so in a correct manner, and that our phosphorus and calcium ratio is correct too. So there's some things that we can do with it, but we got to be very careful. And that is a tidbit on feeding soybeans to cattle on this Tuesday on this Joe Show on the County Agent's Corner. God bless.
Tyler Miller in this morning's County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Tyler, before you go, some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Tyler, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go, Tyler. Fact number 1. There are more species of sponges than there are mammals.
Really?
Yeah, and this is especially true if you look in those pineapples under the sea. SpongeBob SquarePants. But no, it is true, though. There are more species of sponges than there are mammals. Number 2, wow. Jimmy Carter was the longest living president ever. 100 years, 89 days. George H.W. Bush is second. He was 94 when he died back in 2018, still 6 years shy of Jimmy Carter's 100-year mark he hit. Mm-hmm. Number 3, the most common name for cities in the United States is Fairview. There are 273 Fairviews across the U.S. Midway is second at 257. And I'm trying to figure that out. That means there are multiple Fairviews in multiple states.
I think we have both in Kentucky, don't we?
Well, we have a Fairview and a Midway. The thing is, though, it says there are 273 Fairviews. There's only 50 states. How can that be possible?
Yeah, it's a lot of Fairviews.
We have like 2 Fairviews in every state? I mean, that wouldn't even be enough. It'd be 4.5 Fairviews to 5 Fairviews per state. Do you understand what I'm saying? How can that fact be right? How can there be 2 or 3 Fairview Kentuckys? I'm not saying Kentucky is a state that has more than one, but multiple states have to have more than one if we're hitting 273 Fairviews in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to put an asterisk beside that fact. Number 4, the phrase red tape, like political red tape, comes from the early 1500s when the Holy Roman Empire would use red tape to seal its most important political documents and decisions.
Oh.
Yeah, red tape. And number 5, the music video that's been played the most times ever on MTV is this one. Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. The most plays of any music video on MTV. There you go. Tyler Miller in this morning's County Agent's Corner. Tyler, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, okay?
All right, we'll call in.
All right, Tyler. See ya.
Bye.
Telephone Tyler. $7:44 in the morning. We see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The world of weird coming your way next.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 9th-ranked Kentucky is at number 12 Louisville tonight in men's college basketball at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Even though U of L dropped a spot and UK stayed the same in this week's AP Top 25 poll, the Cards are a 4.5-point favorite over the Cats. Kentucky has won 3 straight in this rivalry and 6 of the last 7 meetings. Our pregame shows begin at 6:30. Tip-offs at 8 o'clock tonight for Kentucky at Louisville on Z105. Last night in college basketball, Western Kentucky downed Eastern Kentucky in Richmond 87-79. Houston has leapfrogged over Purdue to take over the number 1 position in college basketball, according to the AP Top 25. UConn is 3rd after the Cougars and Boilermakers. As we said earlier, Kentucky stayed 9th and Louisville fell 1 spot to 12th. Hometown Radio will have 2 high school football playoff games this week for you. In Class 4A, top-rated Boyle County hosts Wayne County Thursday night at 7 on Z105. In Class 2A, Danville is on the road at Somerset Friday night at 7:30 on WHIR. Both games stream worldwide at hometownlive.net. Kentucky linebacker Deveron Raymer has been chosen as the co-defensive player of the week in the SEC. Cats quarterback Cutter Boley is the SEC freshman of the week for the 2nd straight week. UK hosts 10-0 Tennessee Tech this Saturday at 1:30 on Z105. Tech is ranked 6th this week in the FCS Top 25. The College Football Bowl playoff rankings come out tonight. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
So you want to be a recycling hero in Danville with curbside pickup or impress the fine folks at Boyle County Recycling Center? Pay attention, because it's a little more than just breathing air and tossing your stuff in the bin. Only plastics marked with numbers 1 and 2 make the cut. Got it? Great. And don't just toss in goo-covered spaghetti jars or soda cans. Rinse those bad boys. Gotta be squeaky clean, shiny happy, bone dry. Bonus tip, this also applies to your metal cans. whether they're steel, tin, or aluminum. Seriously, don't mix in that oil-stained tin foil hat. Got a hoarding problem with cardboard, catalogs, and magazines that rival a library? Set them free to reincarnate. Cereal boxes, office paper, they're all up for this new spiritual paper journey. And listen up, confetti enthusiasts, bag that shredded paper. Sorry, folks. Glass is not welcome to the recyclables party, but hey, give yourself a high five for recycling right.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Maybe it began with a little girl and her tin can microphone on the front porch of a log cabin in the Great Smoky Mountains. But it wouldn't be long before the crowd she dreamed of followed her home to Dollywood, where the memories we share will live in our hearts forever. Experience the incredible resorts, award-winning festivals, thrilling rides, and live shows with those you love most. Plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Okay there, Little Rainy Joe, brought to you by Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. Call Mark or Chris for a free quote. 859-236-6686. All right, partly sunny. High today, 44 on this Veterans Day. A low tonight of 36. Sunshine and 58 is the high tomorrow. Thursday, mostly sunny and a high of 58. Friday, mostly sunny and 63. Right now, it's 7:49 in the morning, 22 degrees. Wind chill feels like 13 here in Danville on a cold Veterans Day morning. 859-238-WHIR. Phone number to call in this morning. That's 238-9447. And we'd love to have you right here on the radio on The Joe Show this morning as we are heading out west to see what's going on. I've still got music playing in the background. A little Peter Gabriel was playing there as we see what's going on out west in Hollywood. The Showbiz segment, Celebrity News. Those people so rich and famous, they are disassociated with reality. Good rule of thumb, if a celebrity does it, says it, or thinks it, you should do, say, and think the opposite. Here we go. All right, Sydney Sweeney's boxing biopic Christy got okay reviews. It has a 66% on Rotten Tomatoes, and many reviews, even less than stellar ones, gave Sydney high marks for her performance. But the movie bombed over the weekend, and it bombed hard. It opened in more than 2,000 theaters, only made $1.3 million. But Sydney isn't discouraged. In a new Insta-G post, she says she's, quote, deeply proud of the movie, and she thinks it helped, quote, raise awareness for so many affected by domestic violence. She adds, quote, we don't always just make art for numbers. We make it for impact. And Christy has been the most impactful project of my life. Thank you, Christy. I love you. First, it was Miss Piggy. Now it's Jessica Rabbit. She's getting her own movie, but Disney will have nothing to do with this one. Gary Wolf is the creator of Roger Rabbit and Toontown. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is based on his 1981 book, Who Censored Roger Rabbit. And in a new interview, he revealed that he recently got the rights of the property back from Disney, and he's already got some new projects in the works. The one that's the furthest along is the Jessica Rabbit movie. But get this, it's a live-action movie. It's based on the 2022 book, Jessica Rabbit, Serious Business, and it sounds like a prequel focusing on Jessica's pre-toon life as an actual human secret agent in the real world. Wolf would still love Disney to be involved in this, along with all the people who made Roger Rabbit such a success, like Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis, and Charles Fleischer as the voice of Roger. And Stranger Things has killed off a lot of side characters, but the main cast is intact as we head into Season 5. That almost was not the case, however. Two of the show's biggest characters almost didn't make it. Jim Hopper is one of them. Remember at the end of Season 3 when it appeared that he died in an explosion? Well, the creators had a serious discussion about killing him off. Luckily, they felt Hopper still had some growing to do, so they saved him. And David Harbour lived to harass Millie Brown another day, allegedly. The other one is Steve Harrington. If you can believe it, he was supposed to bite it all the way back in Season 1, but everybody fell in love with Joe Keery, so they kept him on. Obviously the right call, since Steve the Hair Harrington became one of the show's most popular characters. Stranger Things characters almost didn't make it to Season 5. Jessica Rabbit's getting her own movie, and Sydney Sweeney addresses the failure of her new movie called Christy. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good, folks. All righty, Melton's Deli in Danville, the place to go for a sandwich for lunch a little bit later on this afternoon. And let's go with the Hot Mammy. It's number 3 on the Melton's Deli menu. You get lean roast beef, melted cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, spicy mustard, and their famous Dijon horseradish sauce served on a toasted onion bun. It's the Hot Mammy. It's number 3. You can get a double Hot Mammy as well. You can get a Hot Dave, which is turkey instead of roast beef. The Hot Mammy, number 3 on the Melton's menu, 247 East Main and 995 Ben Ally Drive. Tell them you heard them this morning on The Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Hey, we're 10 weeks into the National Football League season, and let me give a shout out to one of the fantasy football greats. His name is Chris Russell. If you go to Stuart Powell Ford, you know him as Russ, and it seems like every single year in our fantasy football league, he's at or near the top. And here he is again through 10 weeks. He's tied with me at 8-2 for the best record in our fantasy football league. Russ is listening to us this morning, and this man is grinning like a bushel bucket full of possum heads because his team is 8-2 through 10 games. Keep it up, Russ, but don't keep it up too much. I don't want you putting too much pressure on me now. Stop it. 7:54, we're back after this.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deal's online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deal's online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Hey, 238-WHIR, phone number to call in this morning. We're happy to have you on the show, 238-9447. All right, the latest trend in health and wellness, if you're into this type of stuff, if you're into like the health and wellness trends on social media, is this right here. You've probably heard about people soaking in a tub by candlelight, or at least you've seen it in a Hallmark movie or something. And now people are taking this a step further. There is a wellness trend going on called dark showering. Now, it's pretty simple. It's a normal shower, but first you flip the lights off so you can't see anything. Now, 2 main things come to mind. First of all, why? Well, various doctors claim that this is a sensory change that can help improve your sleep. If you shower at night before bed, bright lighting tells your brain that you're not going to bed, right? It tells your brain, raise your cortisol levels, lower melatonin levels, because it's bright in here, and that's not the way we relax and go to sleep. But cutting the lights can have the opposite effect. Low light or no light signals safety, which activates the parasympathetic nervous system and begins the body's natural kind of descent into its rest mode. Of course, you can also do this without the shower part. Just dim the room's lighting that you're in an hour or 2 before you go to bed, or use warmer amber-colored light. You'll also need to avoid the blue light of phone and computer screens. And now the second question. Isn't that kind of dangerous and inefficient? Yes, it definitely is. If you want to hop on the trend of dark showering, you should probably start by showering under low light so you can still see something. If it's too dark, you might not get completely clean, or you could create a mess, or even more dangerous, you could slip, fall, and break your neck. and then the cause of death in your obituary would say something like wellness trend. Now, this is not totally new. The talk about warming and dimming lights before bed is fairly common advice, especially like giving your eyes a break from the blue light of your phone. The dark showering angle is probably just mostly buzzed to go viral. You know, I'm sure a warm shower before bed can be soothing, and it's probably more calming if you don't have every light in the bathroom on, but you do have to be careful if you try full-on dark showering. It sounds almost needlessly risky while everything is wet, soapy, and slippery. However, that's the new wellness trend, showering, making sure that you can't see while you shower as well. That's the new wellness trend, I should say. It's called dark showering, supposedly leads to better sleep.
Coming up on Dark Showering 911, real calls from real people who tried this new dark showering trend and slipped and fell in the shower.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, you gotta help me. I slipped and fell in the shower. I turned my ankle and I think it's sprained pretty bad.
How'd that happen, sir?
Well, I couldn't see, so I slipped and...
Why couldn't you see?
Because the lights were off. It was dark. You see, there's this new trend called dark showering and...
Ah, so you're an idiot.
Yes, I'm an idiot. Can you send somebody for my wife, too? She was doing some dark cooking and burned her arm.
Sure.
It's all coming up on Dark Showering 911. Don't miss it.
There you go. Hey, coming up at the 8 o'clock in the morning hour, 8:10, Colleen, Boyle County Public Library. Randy Isms has got Randy Graham's thoughts at 8:20 this morning. We'll see what's on Randy's mind. At 8:40 this morning, we've got... I'm sorry, I was going to say we have James, but James did, I mentioned that earlier, texted me and said he wouldn't be here this morning. So no gardening with James. He's doing Veterans Day events. And again, we salute James and his service to our country. Appreciate him going to those events. I think at John W. Bate Middle School, he'll be there today. 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:10, we've got Dusty on here giving us a Kentucky music preview. At 9:35 this morning, it's a Tuesday with Steph. Hey, let me give a shout out to my buddy, Mr. Packett. I gave a shout out to Russ, who's 8-2. Mr. Packett's 3-7 in our fantasy football league. Not nearly as good.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The Senate has voted to end the government shutdown. More from Mark Mayfield.
The chamber voted Monday night to pass the funding bill, which now goes to the House. The measure would fund the government through January. It passed on a 60-40 vote. The House is not expected to take up the bill until Wednesday at the earliest. I'm Mark Mayfield.
Today is Veterans Day, and some veterans will be out protesting, organized by Vets Say No and May Day Strong. The protests will be held in states across the country, including California, New York, Oregon, Tennessee, Massachusetts, and the nation's capital. Organizers say they're protesting ICE, occupation, fascism, and cuts to services. President Trump will visit Arlington National Cemetery this Veterans Day. The president is expected to lay a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier and deliver remarks as part of an official observance ceremony. This year's Veterans Day proclamation from the White House notes that the story of America is written with the courage, honor, and dedicated service of our veterans. The families of 6 campers and 2 counselors killed in Texas floods are filing lawsuits 5 months after their deaths. Rory O'Neill reports.
2 separate lawsuits were filed Monday, one by the family of camper Lulu Peck and the other by the families of 5 campers and 2 counselors who died in the 4th of July weekend tragedy. Both lawsuits accuse Camp Mystic, the Eastland family, and the camp's management companies of negligence and wrongful death. Each lawsuit seeks more than $1 million in damages. In all, 25 campers died, along with the 2 counselors during that natural disaster.
The Powerball jackpot is growing. There's no grand prize winner in Monday Night's drawing, so the jackpot jumps to $512 million ahead of the next drawing on Wednesday. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
To the heart of our communities, and now their health is front and center. The Heiser Hearing Institute's Kentucky Hears program is proud to partner with the Kentucky Department of Agriculture's Raising Hope initiative, bringing mobile hearing clinics and vital health resources directly to rural communities. Together, we're breaking down barriers to care, because every Kentuckian deserves to be heard, and every farmer deserves hope. Learn more at kyhears.org.
discover experiences that truly move you. Spectacular nature and authentic bluegrass music captivate you. Legendary horses and world-renowned bourbon wow you. Visit KentuckyTourism.com to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is rejecting calls for an independent probe into the failures that led to the October 7th, 2023 attacks. Blake Sifton reports.
Senior Israeli military officers released a review on Monday, finding intelligence officials had failed to recognize Hamas preparations for the October 7th attacks and said there were shortcomings in previous investigations. The chief of staff of the military said an external commission of inquiry should be established.
There is public support for a commission of inquiry, but Netanyahu says it can only happen after the war in Gaza ends. Opposition leaders have accused Netanyahu of trying to escape accountability. President Trump is talking up a potential U.S.-India trade deal, one that he insists will be, in his words, fair. Rebecca Bunden has more on what the president had to say yesterday.
President Trump told reporters in the Oval Office that the U.S. was getting close to a trade deal with India. Trade talks between the two countries earlier this year broke down, and the U.S. raised tariffs to 50% on India, citing its purchases of Russian oil. But since then, negotiations between Washington and New Delhi have resumed, and major Indian oil refiners have said that they will comply with Western sanctions on oil from Russia. Rebecca Bunden, Mumbai.
The New York Giants are reportedly firing head coach Brian Daboll. Jennifer Polsoni with more.
Daboll had been in his fourth season with the Giants and had led them to a 2-8 record so far this year. Big Blue were 20-40-1 during his tenure with just one playoff appearance. It all comes as the Giants lost to the Bears Sunday in Chicago by a score of 24-20. Multiple reports saying offensive coordinator Mike Kafka will serve as interim head coach.
Gemini is being added to Google TV Streamer. This time, the AI tool will replace Google Assistant. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? A man age 50 non-tobacco user can obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $110 per month. Level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, there are great rates available for you as well. Call Term Busters for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, call Term Busters. 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate for preferred non-tobacco rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-466-9625. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-466-9625.
Hi, I'm Don, your small business marketing expert. And if you run a business, now's the time to get more customers with radio. A new study found that across 10 brands in a number of different categories, radio commercials increased store traffic by over 20%. Categories like automotive and beauty retailers experienced an increase of over 30% in new customers. And quick service restaurants increased their business by over 20%. That's right, and radio has the best ROI of any media, period. And if your budget is tight, no problem. Radio is affordable. Radio has low-cost packages to fit any budget. If you want to increase traffic, get new customers, or get repeat business, radio has you covered. Radio can get your message out to thousands of potential customers each week. So it's simple. If you run a small business, nothing beats radio, period. To learn more, just give us a call today.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's Veterans Day, November the 11th, a day where we get sunshine and 44 degrees is the high. Forecast is coming your way, news coming your way, and the library and reindeerisms coming your way as well next.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
A Danville High School graduate has been honored as the Teacher of the Year in the state of Louisiana. The Advocate Messenger reports that 1998 graduate Larry Richardson was named the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year at Bossier Paris School for Technology and Innovative Learning, where he teaches barbering there. Not only does he teach barbering, he also gives back to the community by offering free back-to-school and holiday haircuts. The public forum for individuals to speak on the Boyle County Planning and Zoning's comprehensive plan is set for next Monday. One of the topics of discussion will certainly be the plan that would make 5 acres the minimum to build a house on in the county. The plan has caught the eye of the Boyle County Fiscal Court, who has already discussed it in the previous meeting. The comprehensive plan itself serves as a guide for growth and development through Boyle County, and while it's just a guiding document and not a regulation, it does play a vital role in shaping decisions within the county. Again, that public forum is set for Monday, November 17th at the Intercounty Energy Building on Houstonville Road. Mercer County Schools has voted to lower the real estate property tax. WLEX reports that Mercer County's Board of Education has voted to lower the property tax for the 2025-26 school year from 71.6 cents to 70.5 cents per $100 of assessed value. This news comes after a petition gathered enough signatures that would have sent the rate to a special election, which would have cost more than $100,000. Instead, WLEX reports that board members chose to lower the rate to avoid election costs. The website has named Harrodsburg's Town Square one of the most charming in the state. WorldAtlas.com, which bills itself as one of the most significant publications on topics in geography, has named Harrodsburg's downtown area one of the most charming. The Harrodsburg Herald reports the article praises Harrodsburg's downtown, an area in front of the Judicial Center, considered its town square, as it's within walking distance of other historic places like the old Fort Harrod State Park and Beaumont Inn. And members of the Danville City Fire Department have become certified rope technicians. Last week, firefighter Michael Bugg and Lieutenant Blake Sexton spent 40 hours each enhancing their skills to become certified rope technicians that allows them extra capabilities during what may be extreme rescue situations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Some love him and some hate him. But everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
This is Boyle County EMS Director Mike Rogers. Boyle County is one of 6 counties in the state that offers a crisis response unit. What does that mean? When 911 receives a call from someone going through a mental health crisis, Boyle County EMS responds appropriately in a discreet manner with a social worker and a paramedic, keeping the individual's dignity intact. If you or someone you know suffers from a mental health issue, Boyle County EMS is ready to help. Call 911 or Boyle County EMS at 859-238-1134. Boyle County EMS, when life feels overwhelming, we bring calm, care, and a path forward.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right there, Rayleigh Jofus, brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. Top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair. Head to the mechanics over at Dabs Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 De La Haye. Get a free estimate, and they work with your insurance company, fixing water leaks, window, motor repairs, hail damage, paintless dent repair. Danville Auto Body Shop. We salute veterans on this Veterans Day Tuesday. A high of 44. A low tonight of 36. Was originally called Armistice Day. I think was back in 1919 when World War I ended, and then it was President Eisenhower, if I have the years correct, in 1954, which changed it to Veterans Day to honor all veterans of the United States military, and we salute and honor them today. Tomorrow, sunshine, 58 is the high. Thursday, 58. Friday, 63. It's 8:11 in the morning, and we go to the Boyle County Public Library to talk with Colleen. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. I'm well. How are you?
I am great, Colleen. Appreciate you being on here. What's going on with the library this week?
Well, I'm happy to be here, and we also want to say thank you to our veterans. We are ever so grateful for their service and the gift that they gave to our country. Today at 4 o'clock, the Friends of the Library will be having a program about D-Day in Normandy presented by Marshall and Bessie Wilt. So I hope people will be able to come out and hear about that.
Absolutely.
And at 6 o'clock in the reading room, there will be a program called Rebuilding Danville, which talks about the works of architect James Kerrigan, who was instrumental in the development of Danville. And at 6:30, we are having a Just Hyatt program called Sound Bathing, which is a practice of relaxation and meditation. So we hope people will come and try it. Check it out. Tomorrow at 6:30 we have BCPL After Dark at Morley's, and it'll be an All About Danville trivia night. So that should be a lot of fun. Those are 4-person teams that'll be going on there at Morley's.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and Thursday we have a gallery reception for Amy E. Cooley and her work. And at 7 that's at 6:30, and at 7 we have an author talk with James Johnson, which is part of the America 250 programming that Boyle County is doing. And he is a historian focusing on colonial history and Kentucky's role in the American Revolution.
Right.
And on Friday, we have 1:30 Kids and YA Homeschool Club, and they're going to take a walking tour of downtown Danville, so that should be fun.
Cool.
And on Monday at 6 o'clock, we have BCPL on the road in Junction City, and they will be doing holiday diamond painting.
Okay.
And all month of November until December 1st, we have the Drop Your Drawers program going on where we are collecting new socks and underwear for kids of all ages that we will then distribute to the resource centers in Boyle and Danville schools. And our goal is to get 500 pairs. So if you can help us out, that would be lovely.
I am impressed, Colleen, by the way that you can just say "drop your drawers" and not laugh every time you say it.
You know it's a book series, right?
No, I didn't.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a book series. Dave Pilkey wrote a series called Captain Underpants.
Okay, I know Captain Underpants. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so many years ago, he gave permission to libraries to do this campaign and use his artwork.
I didn't realize it was centered kind of around that book series.
Yes.
Okay.
So because of Captain Underpants, it's called Drop Your Drawers.
Yeah. So you can bring new sealed packs of underwear and drop those off at the Boyle County Public Library, and you all then donate those back to the youth resource centers, correct?
Right. We're just collecting them. We have an old-style mailbox in the lobby across from the circulation desk, and people can just put them in there.
Okay.
And we're collecting socks and underwear.
Awesome stuff. So you can do that there at the library. I do want to ask you, Colleen, it looks like the the literacy bell was rung on Saturday at Constitution Square.
It was so lovely. We had such a lovely time. The kids we just really enjoyed celebrating them, and you can see the pictures of how excited they were to sign the Book of Names and ring the bell, and we had so much support from the schools and the fiscal court and the city. It was really lovely. People really celebrated reading in a way that I think the kids will always remember.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice crowd, too, the picture I'm seeing.
Oh, it was. We had, I think, 38 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really lovely.
Well,
and
good stuff.
We'll do it again in 26 in April and November. We don't have the exact dates yet, but I will certainly be letting you know. And it's open to kids of any age. So at the one in April, we had some kids who were maybe in 3rd or 4th grade, but they never got to celebrate reading because we didn't have the program when they were younger. So they came and rang the bell. So it doesn't have to be only kids who just learned how to read independently. We'll celebrate anybody who wants to do it.
Yeah, maybe by April we can get my daughter Rayleigh out there to ring the bell for the first time.
Please, we'd love that.
Yeah, good stuff. Colleen, we appreciate you. People have any questions, how can they get in touch with you all?
They can call us at 859-238-READ, and they can also find us on the web at boylepublic.org and on Facebook and Instagram.
There you go, Colleen, Boyle County Public Library. Colleen, we'll talk to you again next Tuesday, okay?
Sounds lovely.
All right.
Have a good week.
Bye. There you go,
Bye-bye.
Colleen with the Boyle County Public Library. It's 8:16 in the morning. Randyisms. Coming up next on The Joe Show.
Scar tissue that I wish you saw. Sarcastic Mr. Know-It-All. Close your eyes.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 9th-ranked Kentucky is at number 12 Louisville tonight in men's college basketball at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Even though U of L dropped a spot and UK stayed the same in this week's AP Top 25 poll, the Cards are a 4.5-point favorite over the Cats. Kentucky has won 3 straight in this rivalry and 6 of the last 7 meetings. Our pregame shows begin at 6:30. Tip-offs at 8 o'clock tonight for Kentucky at Louisville on Z105. Last night in college basketball, Western Kentucky downed Eastern Kentucky in Richmond 87-79. Houston has leapfrogged over Purdue to take over the number one position in college basketball, according to the AP Top 25. UConn is third after the Cougars and Boilermakers. As we said earlier, Kentucky stayed ninth and Louisville fell one spot to 12th. Hometown Radio will have two high school football playoff games this week for you. In Class 4A, top-rated Boyle County hosts Wayne County Thursday night at 7 on Z105. In Class 2A, Danville is on the road at Somerset Friday night at 7:30 on WHIR. Both games stream worldwide at hometownlive.net. Kentucky linebacker Deveron Raymer has been chosen as the co-defensive player of the week in the SEC. Cats quarterback Cutter Boley is the SEC freshman of the week for the second straight week. UK hosts 10-0 Tennessee Tech this Saturday at 1:30 on Z105. Tech is ranked 6th this week in the FCS Top 25. The College Football Bowl playoff rankings come out tonight. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
There's something magical about Christmas in a small town like Danville. Danville's Small Town Christmas is back on Saturday, December 6th. There's so many fun things for kids like you and me. Pictures with Santa, face painting, hot chocolate, the Danville Polar Express train, and a lot more.
Other activities include the Vendors Village, food trucks, and musical performances, and all of it leading up to the Christmas parade at 6:30 on Main Street.
Danville Small Town Christmas, Saturday, December 6th on Main Street. The fun starts at noon. This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
Okay, there, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have always got you covered. Doing full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Come on, you gotta call them. 859-238-7391. Partly sunny and 44 is your high. A low tonight of 36. Sunshine and 58. Tomorrow, sunshine and 58 on Thursday. Right now, it's 8:20 in the morning, 23 degrees here in Danville on a Veterans Day Tuesday, and Randy Graham is in studio this morning to give us his thoughts of Randyisms. Take it away, Randy. The mic is yours.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, as you know, the Schumer shutdown will be over in the next few days as 7 Democrat senators and 1 independent cross the Democrat line in the sand, stepping from holding hostages of the American people to hostage freers, just in time for Veterans Day. I say 7 Democrat senators because Pennsylvania Democrat Senator John Fetterman was always on board. As he spoke, and I quote, "After 40 days as a consistent voice against shutting our government down, I voted yes for the 15th time to reopen. I'm sorry to our military, SNAP recipients, government workers, and Capitol Police who haven't been paid in weeks. It should have never come to this," Fetterman said in a statement. "This was a failure," he added. End of quote. Well, there you have it, Joe, a Democrat speaking the truth. Indeed, it was a failure of leadership regarding the American public. Of course, the only Republican holdout being our own senator, yes, Rand Paul, albeit he likes to stand as a constitutional purist. You know, Joe, Rand Paul and Representative Thomas Massey of Northern Kentucky can be a bit of odd ducks at times, as Rand Paul is still trying to stir the stink regarding the spending bills, saying there's not enough cuts. Well, yeah, I agree, but, you know, we don't live in a perfect world, Rand. Get over yourself. But he's also against blowing up drug boats that are sending poison to kill our children off the coast of South America. While he doesn't provide a respectable answer regarding the War Powers Act, at least in my opinion, that allows such, you know, I just begin to believe he just likes the publicity, as being the only Republican, like Massey, when they stand alone against their own party, more for publicity than on principle. But it takes all kinds to make up the world. It's just unfortunate these odd ducks are both from Kentucky. I mean, I agreed with Massey when he was not wanting to pay part of his salary into the Republican House Fund that elected officials are requested to pay. Otherwise, with a threat they won't receive support in their upcoming elections. Did you know that, Joe? Yeah, you get elected to Congress, but then you got to pay a part of your salary into an overall fund to support your party. I mean, I support his maverick stance there. But that's the problem with political parties. Just like what we witnessed with the Schumer shutdown. They want you to be in lockstep and vote with the party, or there'll be hell to pay. I mean, throw up. BS, Bashir stuff, Biden stuff. And that's why, Joe, I'm an independent. I mean, when you think of me, just think of George Washington, the father of our country. We both consider political parties frightful despotisms. And these examples are exactly what George and I were talking about, albeit understanding why there are parties, because there's strength in numbers. As Schumer, playing his despotic role, ordered his fellow Democrats to follow the party line and into the shutdown. Schumer having done so because of his fear against the loony left of his party, meaning the squad, or Oz Squad, as I like to call them, meaning AOC, Alexandria, occasionally Cohesive Cortez, or Rashidi Tlaib and Ilhan Omar, as well as Jasmine Crockett. Schumer having voted in March for the very same continuing resolution the Republicans were trying to get him support, which they have now voted for, in order to keep the government open, and his loony left side of the party got upset about it. So in order to show he was a tough guy, so AOC, or Alexandria Occasionally Cohesive Cortez, not primarying him in his next Senate run, he ordered the shutdown. You know, understanding the shutdown was really very simple. You know, the Senate requires 60-vote majority to pass continuing resolutions to open government. It's called the filibuster. And there are only 53 Republicans, so there must be Democrat votes. And all but one Republican voted yes, that being Rand Paul. And all but one Democrat voted no, that one Democrat being John Fetterman, to open the government, which Trump would have signed and passed. So it's really that simple to see who was responsible for the shutdown. So probably after the House of Representatives vote on it as well, will happen somewhere around Sunday, Monday, somewhere in that period of time. But all this could have been avoided had it not been for the frightful despotism of the Democrat Party. Just in time for Veterans Day, which I just don't think, Joe, that's just a coincidence. As we celebrate Veterans Day today, which is good and right that we do so. You know, Veterans Day was originally known as Armistice Day, in observance of November the 11th, 1918, the end of World War I. The day being first commemorated in 1919 by Woodrow Wilson. But November the 11th, because World War I, the war to end all wars, as it was called, ended on the 11th hour, on the 11th day in the 11th month of 1918. To give you a little history, since, as we share here, if the study of math and sciences will give America a technological edge in the future, it'll be the study of history that'll keep that future free. But it was President Woodrow Wilson who named Armistice Day on November 1919. Yes, the same Democrat progressive Woodrow Wilson, who also segregated the military and brought us the income tax and pushed forward the constitutional amendment that United States senators would be voted on by a popular vote instead of being appointed by state legislatures, forever eliminating the hold we the people had on Congress, as well as our state legislatures, and the biggest hoodwinking ever of the American public by our elected politicians. And while we now have senators that have careers such as, yes, Chuck Schumer and our own soon-to-retire Mitch McConnell, but we do give Wilson credit for Armistice Day, which later became Veterans Day. And then in May 13th, 1938, Congress made November the 11th a legal holiday, dedicating it to world peace. Yes, War I was called the War to End All Wars. Only problem was 1 year later, World War II broke out. In September 1939, America entering in over a year later after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. In 1954, the holiday was renamed to Veterans Day to honor all U.S. veterans after World War II and the Korean War. In that time, it was being briefly observed in October until going back to the original date of November the 11th. Yes, Veterans Day serves to honor all veterans, both living and deceased, who whether by drafting or joining, served our country. As brevity being one of the soul of wit, I like the bumper sticker that came out after the ones that used to say, if you can read this bumper sticker, thank a teacher. But if you can read it in English, thank a veteran. That says it all. But you know, Joe, I believe we owe the veterans another thank you for help ending, yes, this government shutdown brought to you by the Democrat Party. You know, Joe, there's an ultimate lesson we can learn from this shutdown in 3 phases of proof. Because one sure thing in life that we can take to the bank, as sure as moms will be moms no matter what age a child becomes, is that people in power like to stay in power, and as a result will jump through all types of hoops in order to keep it. Lesson 1, or phase 1, being that it showed that Democrat senators loved power more than they loved America. And they kept it going in spite of pain, which led to phase 2. Democrat senators hated Trump more than they loved America. But after it didn't work and their own constituents in their home district started complaining, it came full circle and, yes, back to power, which is phase 3. Democrat senators loved power more than they hated Trump. But I just believe the fact that Veterans Day was on the horizon, it helped push the senators over the edge. Thank you, veterans.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham and Randy Graham's Thoughts, Tuesdays and Thursdays, right here in the Joe Show, around 8:20 in the morning on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. We're back in 30 seconds here on the Joe Show.
Becky Lindsay, and I live in Harrodsburg. My experience with Welch Homes was through Ashley Reynolds. Ashley was just so on top of things. We had been looking for a home for 6 months. Just went so smoothly and so quickly, especially after 6 months of looking. Absolutely recommend Welch Homes. In particular, Ashley Reynolds is just so on top of what we really needed and what we were looking for.
Welch Homes Real Estate. Welcome home with Welch Homes.
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
Okay, jamming, got me snapping, got me swaying in studio this morning. All right, look, Miss Glow called, and she's a crossing guard there, I think at John W. Bate Middle School. And she said people are driving too fast through school zones. So I'm going to relay the message to you all. Stop driving so fast through school zones. Stop it. If you're in that big of a hurry, leave earlier. Stop driving so fast through school zones. It's 8:30 in the morning. K&N News is coming your way next.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Search, recovery, and cleanup efforts continue at the site of the UPS plane crash in Louisville. Paul Miles with the latest.
Federal investigators remain on scene, searching for any clues to what caused the jet to crash on takeoff last week. Mayor Greenberg says the death toll remains at 14.
I want to give a big thanks to the coroner and her team are working incredibly thoroughly and as rapidly as possible through the weekend. Every day we're in constant contact with them. And she is working to get these victims identified as quickly as possible.
The mayor says MSD has helped stop 30,000 gallons of oil from going into the groundwater. A precautionary advisory remains in effect, asking people to avoid contact with the waterways in the southern part of the county. I'm Paul Miles.
A man is dead after an officer-involved shooting Monday afternoon in Nelson County. A man called 911 around 4 o'clock to report his son, 37-year-old Terry Carney, was at his home firing a weapon in a threatening manner. Carney then left the residence before being spotted by Nelson County Sheriff's deputies for a traffic stop. That's when Carney rammed his truck into a cruiser, according to responding officers, and one deputy fired at the vehicle. That pushed Carney to drive off the roadway on Woodland Road, who fired his weapon back at officers, and deputies returned fire, striking Carney fatally. The investigation continues. Fayette County Coroner Gary Ginn identifying the deadly shooting on Central Parkway Friday. 36-year-old Derrick Wallace Jr. from Detroit, Michigan was shot that afternoon. He was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died from his injuries. Officers arrested Eric Morgan, charging him with murder, evidence tampering, and possession of a firearm as a felon in the shooting. I'm Lee Mowen.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Hey there, it's your radio again, just checking in. Today, why don't you and I do some radio magic? First, I want you to pick a number 1 to 10. Now, don't tell me. All right, I want you to double that number and say add 6 to your total number. Now, take that whole total, divide it in half. Then I want you to subtract your original number from the total. And the envelope, please. The answer is 3. And if you run a business, here are 3 reasons you should consider radio to grow your business. Number 1, radio reaches your potential customers everywhere, at home, at work, at play, in the car. No other media can say that. Number 2, radio has the best value for your advertising dollar. It's got the best ROI on any other media. And 3, if you want to reach new customers or encourage repeat business, with radio you can target your customers. It's able to reach the right people at the right time with the right message at the right cost. It's like magic. Radio delivers results.
Promote your business to thousands of potential customers every week. To learn more, go online to advertisecentralkentucky.com. That's advertisecentralkentucky.com.
I'm Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom. The Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit is here to help, whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or just need to talk to someone. Our team is trained, compassionate, and ready to respond. Call the Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit today, 238-1134, because your mental health matters.
Boyle County EMS, every second counts, every life matters.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville High School graduate has been honored as the Teacher of the Year in the state of Louisiana. The Advocate Messenger reports that 1998 graduate Larry Richardson was named the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year at Bossier Paris School for Technology and Innovative Learning, where he teaches barbering there. Not only does he teach barbering, he also gives back to the community by offering free back-to-school and holiday haircuts. The public forum for individuals to speak on the Boyle County Planning and Zoning's comprehensive plan is set for next Monday. One of the topics of discussion will certainly be the plan that would make 5 acres the minimum to build a house on in the county. The plan has caught the eye of the Boyle County Fiscal Court, who has already discussed it in a previous meeting. The comprehensive plan itself serves as a guide for growth and development through Boyle County, and while it's just a guiding document and not a regulation, it does play a vital role in shaping decisions within the county. Again, that public forum is set for Monday, November 17th at the Intercounty Energy Building on Houstonville Road. Mercer County Schools has voted to lower the real estate property tax. WLEX reports that Mercer County's Board of Education has voted to lower the property tax for the 2025-26 school year from 71.6 cents to 70.5 cents per $100 of assessed value. This news comes after a petition gathered enough signatures that would have sent the rate to a special election, which would have cost more than $100,000. Instead, WLEX reports that board members chose to lower the rate to avoid election costs. The website has named Harrodsburg's Town Square one of the most charming in the state. WorldAtlas.com, which bills itself as one of the most significant publications on topics in geography, has named Harrodsburg's downtown area one of the most charming. The Harrodsburg Herald reports the article praises Harrodsburg's downtown, an area in front of the Judicial Center, considered its town square, as it's within walking distance of other historic places like the old Fort Harrod State Park and Beaumont Inn. And members of the Danville City Fire Department have become certified rope technicians. Last week, firefighter Michael Bugg and Lieutenant Blake Sexton spent 40 hours each enhancing their skills to become certified rope technicians that allows them extra capabilities during what may be extreme rescue situations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is Ronald Howard. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Danville. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer local expertise and reliable service. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me at 859-236-9822 today, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right there, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends hanging out over at Morning Point of Danville, offering state-of-the-art assisted living community, giving residents a better quality of life. Get info on Facebook and Morning Point of Danville. Partly sunny, a high of 44, low tonight of 36. Sunshine Tomorrow, and a high of 58. Thursday, mostly sunny, and a high of 58. Right now, it's 8:37 in the morning. It's 25 degrees here in Danville. 859-238 WHIR is your phone number to call in this morning. Pimmy, what's going on with you?
Hi, I'm Pim Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. Tiny budget? Consider these tips. Book a winter wedding. Locations and vendors may extend discounts from January through March. Buy in quantity. It makes sense to purchase items in bulk at wholesale stores. Keep your ceremony flowers. Bring them to the reception where they can do double duty as centerpieces. Cut back on the cocktail hour. Trim 15 minutes off the party. You'd be amazed by what people can eat and drink in just 15 minutes. Don't assume a buffet is a bargain. Although you'll need fewer waiters for a buffet, the caterer will have to prepare more food to keep the displays filled. Skip the big meal. Serve champagne and desserts instead of dinner, or consider a cocktail reception. Choose a small cake for show. Order a sheet cake that can be cut ahead of time and kept out of sight. Only your wallet will know the difference. Use fresh flowers on your cake. Sugar paste blooms are more expensive than the real thing. Make your own favors. Do-it-yourself projects like loaf soap are cheap and easy to make. Cut the soap into squares, wrap it in tissue paper, and voila. Finally, use one site for the ceremony and reception. You'll cut down on fees and won't need to splurge on transportation costs between the two locations. My love note, on a really tight budget, skip the gifts to each other. You've already given the greatest gift of all, a lifelong commitment.
Black Friday savings are here at the Home Depot, which means it's time to add new cordless power to your collection. Right now, when you buy a select battery kit from one of our top brands like Ryobi or Milwaukee, you'll get a select tool from that same brand for free. Click into one of our best deals of the season and stock up on tools for all your upcoming projects. Get Black Friday savings happening now at the Home Depot. Limit 1 per transaction. Exclusions apply. Full eligible tool list in-store and online.
Macy's Veterans Day sale is one of your best chances to save big on furniture and mattresses. That's because you'll find great deals on our best sellers, like our exclusive Radley 5-piece sectional, delivered to any room in your home with white glove delivery for $25.98, and so many top brand mattresses at 20 to 60% off, plus an extra 20% off closeouts. So come in, try it all out, and get an incredible deal today at Macy's Veterans Day sale. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
Hey, it's 8:40 in the morning, 859-238 WHIR. Phone number to call in here this morning, 238-9447. More than 1,500 flights were canceled early yesterday morning due to the government shutdown. Well, check out this ad that you can stay at the Nowhere B&B.
Has your flight been canceled due to the shutdown, but you still want the sensation of going on a trip? Then book your stay at your own house with Nowhere B&B. Yes, Nowhere B&B makes it easy to book your own home, so it feels like you're going through the process of going on vacation, but not really going anywhere.
Nowhere B&B is great.
We were supposed to go to the Bahamas, but our flight was canceled, so we logged on to Nowhere B&B and booked a 7-night stay at our own house.
Oh, wow, this place has a really nice TV.
You mean our TV?
Yeah, our TV's nice.
Yeah, I guess.
Nowhere B&B. Book your stay-at-home vacation today.
Yeah, Nowhere B&B. Let's see what's going on in Grub Gab, the world of food where you can always just eat it right here in the Joe Show. Here we go. Starbucks has released their holiday menu for 2025 with special new and returning drinks and merch as usual. Here's what to expect at your location, available now. The holiday drinks they have: the peppermint mocha, the caramel brulee latte, the iced sugar cookie latte, the iced gingerbread chai, and the chestnut praline latte, as well as the eggnog latte. Those last two coming later this season. New cold foams available as well. 4 seasonal coffee blends include Starbucks Thanksgiving Blend, the Christmas Blend, the Christmas Blonde Roast, and the Holiday Blend with descriptions found online. And there's merchandise as well. The holiday-themed cups and tumblers, the red cup and coffee mug holiday ornaments, a glass bear cup called the Barista, and a collection of various Hello Kitty items. And Red Cup Day is coming up on Thursday, where you can get your reusable holiday cup when ordering a holiday drink at participating locations. Jell-O has introduced 3 new no thanks Thanksgiving molds in the shape of 3 Thanksgiving dishes that many people do not like. Pecan pie. How do you not like pecan pie? That's one of them, though. Pecan pie, canned cranberry sauce, and Brussels sprouts. It also allows folks that don't like the real thing to eat Jell-O instead of the actual food, but the Jell-O's in the shape of the food. They're being launched today exclusively on Walmart.com for $4.99 while supplies last. The no thanks molds can be used for a variety of things like ice cubes or chocolates if you don't want to use them for Jell-O, and offer a playful food experience at your holiday dinner. Since they're only available while supplies last, you may want to grab some while you can. And Bluebell is getting a head start on this year's holiday season by bringing back their peppermint ice cream for a limited time. It features a base of light pink peppermint ice cream sprinkled throughout with crushed red and green peppermint candies. Been described as one of my favorites of all time, said a Bluebell fan, and it's available now while supplies last. Bluebell has also introduced their Christmas cookies ice cream in past years, but so far there's no word on if and when that might be coming back. It features sugar cookie flavored ice cream with 3 types of cookies, sprinkles, and icing. Fans are reaching out to Bluebell to request a return, but for now the peppermint ice cream is the only one you can grab at the grocery store. Bluebell brings back peppermint ice cream for the holidays. Jell-O introduces the no thanks Thanksgiving molds. And Starbucks releases their holiday menu, Grub Gab, where you can just eat it on the Joe Show. It's 8:44 in the morning. We see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history coming your way next on The Joe Show.
The man who helped shape U.S. monetary policy just released a bombshell book called Our Dollar, Your Problem. In it, former IMF chief economist Kenneth Rogoff warns the U.S. dollar's dominance is under attack, and if it falls, your savings could be the first to go. That's why Advantage Gold is giving away a free copy of Rogoff's book to anyone who schedules a one-on-one precious metals appointment. You'll discover why gold is becoming the #1 hedge against a global currency shift, how to move your IRA or 401k into physical gold, tax and penalty-free, and how to get up to $10,000 in free gold and silver with a qualifying account. Get your free copy today while supplies last. No precious metals purchase necessary. Call 800-324-9902 now. That's 800-324-9902. Don't wait. Supplies are limited. Call 800-324-9902 or go to AdvantageGold.com. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. 9th-ranked Kentucky is at number 12 Louisville tonight in men's college basketball at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. Even though U of L dropped a spot and UK stayed the same in this week's AP Top 25 poll, the Cards are a 4.5-point favorite over the Cats. Kentucky has won 3 straight in this rivalry and 6 of the last 7 meetings. Our pregame shows begin at 6:30. Tip-offs at 8 o'clock tonight for Kentucky at Louisville on Z105. Last night in college basketball, Western Kentucky downed Eastern Kentucky in Richmond 87-79. Houston has leapfrogged over Purdue to take over the #1 position in college basketball, according to the AP Top 25. UConn is third after the Cougars and Boilermakers. As we said earlier, Kentucky stayed 9th and Louisville fell 1 spot to 12th. Hometown Radio will have 2 high school football playoff games this week for you. In Class 4A, top-rated Boyle County hosts Wayne County Thursday night at 7 on Z105. In Class 2A, Danville is on the road at Somerset Friday night at 7:30 on WHIR. Both games stream worldwide at hometownlive.net. Kentucky linebacker Devin Raymer has been chosen as the co-defensive player of the week in the SEC. Cats quarterback Cutter Boley is the SEC freshman of the week for the second straight week. UK hosts 10-0 Tennessee Tech this Saturday at 1:30 on Z105. Tech is ranked 6th this week in the FCS Top 25. The College Football Bowl playoff rankings come out tonight. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Hey, it's me again. That's right, I'm Jerry Farmer, and I'm still cutting up. Still Cutting Up is a place to go when you need a fresh cut or a mini afro. Perms, colors, nails too, braids, highlights, and even updo. I know you done heard of us, so get with it. I know you need your hair did. Here's our digit, 238-7899. Bob your head while I rhyme. 24/7, we won't be beat. 365 on South 4th Street. See ya.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
All right there, Rayleigh Joe, brought to you by our friends hanging out over at the Ready Care Clinic, open in Danville on Lexington Avenue. They're accepting new patients for primary care. Yes, primary care. If you're trying to find a primary care physician, the Ready Care Clinic can do it. They provide routine checkups, preventative screenings, vaccinations, and chronic condition management. Partly sunny, 44 and 36 the high and low. Sunshine tomorrow, 58's the high. And on Thursday, Boyle County Rebel football. Thursday night, mostly sunny and a high of 58. Right now, it's 8:48 in the morning, 25 degrees. Wind chill feels like 15 right here in Danville. We're so happy you're on the show. It's 859-238-WHIR to call in this morning. That's 238-WHIR, 238-9447. It was on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. In the year 1946, where Chris, we'll say his last name, Dreja, was born. I may be saying that last name wrong. Dreja. Anyway, he was a musician, guitarist with this group, the Yardbirds, who had this song number 6 on the U.S. charts. For Your Love. The Yardbirds spawned many noteworthy musicians like Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and Jimmy Page. And what about Chris Dreja? Yeah, he was born on this date, 1946. 79 years old today for a Chris Dreja.
There'll be days that will excite and make you dream of me at night.
On this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history in the year 1965, where the final recording session for this album took place at Abbey Road in London. Yeah, the Beatles album Rubber Soul. Now, they needed 3 new songs to finish the album, so they pulled an old song off the shelf called Wait. And then the group also recorded 2 new songs from start to finish. One of them was John Lennon's song Girl. The other one was this one, Paul McCartney's song You Won't See Me. Basic tracks for both songs, and they were completed in just 2 takes. So this one right here, this is either take 1 or take 2. They didn't do any more than that. Rubber Soul was completed. Finished copies of the album were in the shops by December 3rd in the UK and December 6th in the US. The Beatles, on this date, 1965, finished recording Rubber Soul.
But I can't get through. My hands are tied. I want to stay.
It was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. A sad day in rock as the bass player for the Allman Brothers Band, Barry Oakley, was killed on this date, 1972. killed when his motorcycle hit a bus at the same intersection. Former band member Dwayne Allman had died a year earlier. Barry Oakley was just 24 years old. On this day, 1972, the Allman Brothers Band bass player Barry Oakley died in a motorcycle accident.
I don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. She took all my money, wrecked my new car.
And it was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1978. This artist started a 3-weeker at number 1 on the U.S. charts with this one. That's Donna Summer with the song MacArthur's Park, a song written by Jimmy Webb. Great songwriter, also a hit for actor Richard Harris in 1968. Also on this day, Donna Summer went number 1 on the U.S. album chart with her album called Live and More. Donna Summer on this day, 1978, went number 1 with MacArthur Park. There you go, Donna Summer, Barry Oakley, the Beatles, Chris Dreja have made their mark on this date, November the 11th, in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. It is 8:54 in the morning. Let's see what NBC has got to say with us on the NBC Entertainment Report.
Elton John paid a special tribute to the late Brian Wilson during the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. John performed God Only Knows and recalled his first meeting with Wilson in 1970. He described Wilson as his idol and a major influence on his songwriting. Wilson passed away in June at the age of 82 following a long battle with dementia. Cyndi Lauper led an all-female performance during her induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on Saturday night in Los Angeles. Alongside artists including Avril Lavigne and British singer Ray, Lauper performed some of her most famous songs, including True Colors and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Demi Lovato is never getting a matching tattoo again. Lovato says the tattoos were impulsive decisions made at a young age on a podcast. The Cool for the Summer singer said matching tattoos with romantic partners can curse the relationship. Lovato has expressed regret for not being more selective with body art earlier in life. The CEO of Lionsgate is promising more Michael soon following the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic. The film saw its trailer become the most watched in a 24-hour period for any music biopic with more than 116 million views. That's entertainment. I'm Jacqueline Carl.
Discover experiences that truly move you. Spectacular nature and authentic bluegrass music captivate you. Legendary horses and world-renowned bourbon wow you. Visit KentuckyTourism.com to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
Kentucky's farmers are the heart of our communities, and now their health is front and center. The Heiser Hearing Institute's Kentucky Hears program is proud to partner with the Kentucky Department of Agriculture's Raising Hope initiative, bringing mobile hearing clinics and vital health resources directly to rural communities. Together, we're breaking down barriers to care, because every Kentuckian deserves to be heard, and every farmer deserves hope. Learn more at kyhears.org.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Sign and drive at Bob Allen GMC. Lease a new 26 GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 with elevation package for only $429 per month for 24 months. 0 down, 10,000 lease miles per year. All payments plus tax. Stock M26117. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
What's new at your Danville Lee's famous recipe? Some money-saving daily specials. Get the 8-piece bonus box of dark meat with a large side of your choice for just $12.99. Try Lee's new delicious chicken sandwiches for just $3.99. And now available every day, you can take $1 off the filling and mouth-watering 3-piece chicken dinner, $1 off the regular price 7 days a week. Don't forget, Lee's is a master caterer. Let them take the hassle out of your next event. Call 859-236-8777 for the great taste of Danville Lee's famous recipe on South 4th Street.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
TSA wants all holiday travelers to know that any food items being brought through airport security will need to be contained in a Ziploc bag. All pumpkin pies will be subject to intense screening by numerous agents in a private room where we keep the plates and forks. Also, please disregard any crumbs or stains on our mouths or uniforms. Please know that it's all in the interest of national security.
Hey, Daryl.
Huh?
You better come take a look at this. Homemade whipped cream.
This message brought to you by the TSA. Making holiday air travel safe, one confiscated pie at a time. Now this could hurt somebody.
Hey, today is of course Veterans Day, and we honor our military today, every day, hopefully, but certainly today as well with Veterans Day celebrations. Now, this is not to be confused with Memorial Day. It's a common misunderstanding. According to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, Memorial Day, the fourth Monday in May, honors American service members who died in service to their country as a result of injuries incurred during battle, while Veterans Day pays tribute to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially giving thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or peacetime. It's celebrated November the 11th every single year, the anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended World War I. It was President Woodrow Wilson who proclaimed the first Armistice Day in 1919. Congress, then 7 years later in 1926, so 99 years ago, passed a resolution for an annual observance. November 11th became a national holiday beginning in 1938, and then in 1954, President Eisenhower changed the name to Veterans Day. There are over 20 million veterans living in the United States as of right now. Britain, France, Australia, and Canada also commemorate the veterans of World Wars I and II on or near November the 11th. Canada has Remembrance Day. Britain also has Remembrance Day. In Europe, Britain, and the Commonwealth countries, it's common to observe 2 moments of silence at 11 o'clock in the morning every November the 11th. Today, Veterans Day, we salute our veterans. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 hours in, 1 hour to go on The Joe Show. Dusty's coming up next.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. The Senate has voted to end the record-breaking government shutdown, passing a bipartisan measure last night after 8 Democrats joined Republicans to break the stalemate. The legislation now heads to the House, which could vote as soon as Wednesday to approve the package and send it to President Trump for his signature. The bill includes full funding for food assistance benefits through September and keeps the government running through January 30th. The number of flight reductions is expected to increase starting today at 40 high-traffic airports, including Newark, LaGuardia, and JFK. In New York, Scott Pringle.
The FAA reduced flight capacity by 4% starting last Friday, but now it's at 6%, meaning more cancellations and delays. This is due to a severe air traffic controller shortage, some calling out sick to take other jobs because they're not getting paid during the shutdown. Meanwhile, President Trump, he took to social media praising controllers who are working without pay, recommending a bonus, while criticizing those who have called out, saying they'll be docked. President of the union representing air traffic controllers, Nick Daniels, says they're just trying to make ends meet.
This is not politics.
Several people are facing charges after demonstrators clashed with attendees at a Turning Point USA rally at the University of California, Berkeley. The vice president of Turning Point's chapter at the school, Maddox Radaba, contends the protest wasn't necessary.
You don't need to fight us. You don't need to yell obscenities at us. We are willing to have this exchange of ideas with you.
Last night's event drew hundreds of attendees as dozens of protesters gathered outside the rally. Today's Veterans Day, and along with that comes an increased focus on the sensitive topic of suicide. The most recent data available from the Department of Veterans Affairs noted an average of 17.6 suicides per day among veterans, a rate that's far higher than the general non-veteran population. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
An idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide who will explain the InventHelp process step by step. Over 10,000 patents have been secured through InventHelp's patent referral services. The InventHelp data bank includes thousands of companies who have agreed to review new ideas. We've been helping inventors since 1984. Let's help you next. Get started today.
Call us for free information at 1-800-558-5497. Again, 1-800-558-5497.
Discover experiences that truly move you. Spectacular nature and authentic bluegrass music captivate you. Legendary horses and world-renowned bourbon wow you. Visit KentuckyTourism.com to find what moves you in our new Kentucky home.
The Supreme Court will consider whether or not mail-in ballots received after Election Day can be counted. More from Tammy Trujillo.
The case involves a Republican-led lawsuit over a Mississippi state law put in place during the COVID-19 pandemic. The law let mail-in ballots postmarked by Election Day be received up to 5 days later. The Republican National Committee, as well as Mississippi's Republican Party, sued, arguing the state law violates federal law. The Supreme Court's expected to hear arguments next year and rule by the summer ahead of the midterm elections. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
California Governor Gavin Newsom is speaking about climate change at the Milken Institute Symposium in Brazil. Newsom says California has been leading the way in climate initiatives since Ronald Reagan was governor in the 1960s.
That has impacted climate policy disproportionately in the United States of America. It's been part of our legacy, a bipartisan legacy going back a half century.
Newsom says California's leaders, regardless of their political party, have been in support of clean air and improving the climate. A driver accused in the deadly New Jersey crash that killed NHL star Johnny Gaudreau and his brother last year has lost his battle to keep his confessions to police under wraps. Rory O'Neill has the latest on suspect Sean Higgins' failed attempt to keep key evidence out of his upcoming trial.
A New Jersey State Police sergeant testified that Higgins told him, quote, "I hit them," unquote, when he responded to the scene of last summer's crash in Oldsmans Township, New Jersey. Higgins faces multiple charges and up to 70 years in prison if convicted. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Major sports books are putting a $200 betting limit on wagers over individual pitches after two pitchers were indicted in a gambling scheme. Major League Baseball has also announced pitches will also be kept out of parlays. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
I went through Wall Street South in great detail and specificity in the last months on this program. There are more J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan identifies with New York City, more employees in Texas than there are in New York City. You know, Citadel, Ken Griffin, multi-billionaire, investment firm, private equity guy. He's down in the free state of Florida. Wall Street South, I keep telling you, is real. And that is every big bank, every investment firm, every private equity firm, every Wall Street firm, they're in South Florida. You look at Goldman Sachs, they're going to build 800,000 square feet of facility in the state of Texas. Okay, this migration is real.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
All right, holiday time is coming. That means it is high crime season, but not all crime should be addressed the same way.
We have statistics from the FBI, and that's 2022. Firearms is only necessary less than 1% of the time. Now, the burner launcher covers 99.99% of altercations with the firepower needed to incapacitate any attacker for up to 40 minutes. I carry one myself. I recommend every family concerned about safety and security have one as well. The burner compact launcher is the smallest, less lethal launcher that is concealable anywhere. Now, it may be small, but it fires powerful kinetic rounds, tear gas, that can stop an attacker cold for up to 40 minutes with a range of 60 feet, and you can confidently and effectively de-escalate any situation without using lethal force. You don't need a background check. It's legal in all 50 states. It comes straight to your door. Just visit byrna.com or try before you buy. Stop by your local Sportsman's Warehouse.
The man who helped shape U.S. monetary policy just released a bombshell book called Our Dollar, Your Problem. In it, former IMF chief economist Kenneth Rogoff warns the U.S. dollar's dominance is under attack, and if it falls, your savings could be the first to go. That's why Advantage Gold is giving away a free copy of Rogoff's book to anyone who schedules a one-on-one precious metals appointment. You'll discover why gold is becoming the #1 hedge against a global currency shift, how to move your IRA or 401k into physical gold, tax and penalty-free, and how to get up to $10,000 in free gold and silver with a qualifying account. Get your free copy today while supplies last. No precious metals purchase necessary. Call 800-324-9902 now. That's 800-324-9902. Don't wait. Supplies are limited. Call 800-324-9902 or go to AdvantageGold.com. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. A Danville High School graduate has been honored as the Teacher of the Year in the state of Louisiana. The Advocate Messenger reports that 1998 graduate Larry Richardson was named the 2025-26 Teacher of the Year at Bossier Paris School for Technology and Innovative Learning, where he teaches barbering there. Not only does he teach barbering, he also gives back to the community by offering free back-to-school and holiday haircuts. The public forum for individuals to speak on the Boyle County Planning and Zoning's comprehensive plan is set for next Monday. One of the topics of discussion will certainly be the plan that would make 5 acres the minimum to build a house on in the county. The plan has caught the eye of the Boyle County Fiscal Court, who has already discussed it in a previous meeting. The comprehensive plan itself serves as a guide for growth and development through Boyle County, and while it's just a guiding document and not a regulation, it does play a vital role in shaping decisions within the county. Again, that public forum is set for Monday, November 17th at the Intercounty Energy Building on Houstonville Road. Mercer County Schools has voted to lower the real estate property tax. WLEX reports that Mercer County's Board of Education has voted to lower the property tax for the 2025-26 school year from 71.6 cents to 70.5 cents per $100 of assessed value. This news comes after a petition gathered enough signatures that would have sent the rate to a special election, which would have cost more than $100,000. Instead, WLEX reports that board members chose to lower the rate to avoid election costs. The website has named Harrodsburg's Town Square one of the most charming in the state. WorldAtlas.com, which bills itself as one of the most significant publications on topics in geography, has named Harrodsburg's downtown area one of the most charming. The Harrodsburg Herald reports the article praises Harrodsburg's downtown, an area in front of the Judicial Center, considered its town square, as it's within walking distance of other historic places like the old Fort Harrod State Park and Beaumont Inn. And members of the Danville City Fire Department have become certified rope technicians. Last week, firefighter Michael Bugg and Lieutenant Blake Sexton spent 40 hours each enhancing their skills to become certified rope technicians that allows them extra capabilities during what may be extreme rescue situations. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show Weather Report is brought to you by...
Alrighty there, Riley Joe, brought to you by our friends over at the Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts, up to 50% every single day. Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net. Partly sunny, high of 44, low tonight of 36. Tomorrow, sunshine and 58. Thursday, mostly sunny, and a high of 58 on Thursday for Football Friday. For Football Thursday. Football Friday on a Thursday. They used to do that, though, in the NFL, it'd be like a Thursday, and they'd say Monday Night Football on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And then Football Friday for Danville Friday, mostly sunny and 63. Boyle does play Thursday of this week. Right now it's 9:11 in the morning, and we are looking at 26 degrees here in Danville, and Dusty joins us for this morning's Kentucky Music Preview. Good morning, Dusty. How are you?
I thought you wanted to get a shot of my shorts.
Yeah.
With 26 degrees.
Why are you wearing shorts?
I mean, I spend most of the time inside, so I mean.
That's true.
Yeah, right?
We've had the discussion before, like, is it worth putting jackets on your kids for them to be outside for 3 seconds to run into school, as grandmas everywhere are mortified that they're going to catch a cold because it's cold, which is not the way that you catch a cold.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna put the jacket on you so you can walk outside to the car for 3 seconds, and then take the jacket off before we buckle you in the car seat.
You can't ride in it. Yeah, you can't ride in the jacket because it's too puffy. The seatbelts don't get on there in the car seat.
And then put the jacket back on before you get outside to run into school. The 3 seconds it takes you to run to the front door.
Or you get all the side eyes at church whenever you don't do it.
Oh yeah,
they're like, "Oh, where's his jacket?" And it's like, it's in the car just in case.
I remember when this is a long time ago. I was in high school. My family was up.
And your mom didn't put your jacket on you?
Well, no, my family was up visiting from Georgia during a Thanksgiving weekend holiday thing.
Okay, yeah.
And it was maybe like 30 degrees outside. My mom said, "Can you go take the trash out?" Sure, whatever. So I grab the trash bag, I take it out to the trash can, I walk back in, and I still remember my family from Georgia, some of them were mortified. You went outside without a jacket on? It's 30 degrees. Like I was taking 15 steps to take the trash out. Like I'm not going to layer up to go take the trash out.
Right, unless it was like raining or anything like that.
Yeah, different if it's raining.
Right, exactly.
If it's snowing, it's probably not different because the snow, I'm okay. But like rain, I don't want to get wet. That's different. But like if it's just cold, I'll bear the cold for 15 seconds to take a trash bag outside.
It would be all right. No, yesterday I had to drive. I went to a church in Lancaster, kind of in the middle of I should say Garrett County. It wasn't in Lancaster proper. It was in Garrett County. Then I had to drive all the way down to Russell Springs. When I got down to Russell Springs, doing that like heavy, like flurry type snow.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of followed me back up to Boyle County. So I apologize to everybody. I brought it back up with me. But I was just like, what is happening right now?
Yeah, well, it's back in the 70s by the weekend, Dusty, or near 70 at least. Friday, 63, Saturday, 68.
So I'm glad I didn't put up my shorts.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
So it's still short weather for you.
It'll be fine.
Dusty had a great time at the concert Sunday night. I did, and I assume you did as well.
I did as well.
Oh, see and watch house.
And then some nice music going on there at EKU Performing Center, or Center for the Performing Arts? Is that
EKU Center for the Arts.
For the arts. Not performing arts. It could just be the arts.
It's just any type of art. You don't have to perform while you do it.
Okay. Just making sure.
I did have the question yesterday. Someone asked me, what holds more people?
Okay.
EKU or Center College Norton Center for the Arts? What do you think?
I would say Norton.
Think Norton does?
I think Norton does.
I Googled it yesterday. Norton, well, I'm just counting just the main theater, not the small little...
Right, not Wisiger.
Yeah. Newland Hall is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Newland Hall held something like, I think the number was like 1,400 people.
Yeah.
EKU Center for the Arts does hold 2,100 people.
Oh, really?
An EKU Center for the Arts.
If it's those little like balcony coves or whatever that they have.
Because my guess would have been Norton Center too.
Yeah.
But they don't have the little balcony coves.
Right.
The little box suites.
Yeah, there's little like 3 layers of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're probably what? There's 3 layers and there's probably 3 or 4 in each layer, you think?
Yeah, or like 3 or 4 seats, but like 2 rows probably, so like 8 in each of those.
And let's see, that would be...
He's doing math. Yeah, I'm not. Don't ask me to do math. Caffeine
3 layers,
is not
and
kicked
6
in.
of them, and 8 seats. Forget it.
But you got to put the ones over here and the other circles over here, and you got to circle them around and then count them all up.
Hey, let me ask you this: since you're a lighting expert, sound and lights.
Okay.
So the first group, or the duo, there weren't a group, they're a duo that came on. It was Leo and Kate, and Leo said, I appreciate y'all coming. I assume you all are out there but I can't see you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Can you really not see?
Right. No, because so we always say because whenever we install light somewhere, you're always going to get somebody who complains it's too bright, which means that's enough light.
Okay.
Like, that's exactly what that
so
means.
They can't see anything out there.
They could probably see the first 2 rows.
Okay.
Right? And they could probably, like, see if there's, like, a light back in the back, like your exit signs or something like that. They could probably see those highlights. But as far as individual faces or something of that nature, they can't see that. So they can maybe see silhouettes if the lights, and the lights were kind of dim.
Well, for their
at
show.
the very beginning.
For Watch House's show, though.
It's completely black. Yeah.
But, I mean, they had the lights in the background and the haze and fog. Don't you think Watch House could see more on stage than maybe Leo and Kate?
To a point, yes. Because, they did have the lights, the up lights that they were using with the haze to create that, like, kind of, like, effect or whatever that they were going for. So they could probably see, just because that light's not being casted directly out into the audience. It's more of the reflections or just the light that's kind of the cast off or whatever. And so they could probably see a little bit more. So I would say maybe 5 rows deep. So I doubt they could see us where we were sitting.
My question would be, and I guess it's just my opinion, I think if I'm an artist and I'm in a group like Watch House, we're done with the concert, I think I want them to flip the lights on so I can see how many people are out there. But also, maybe you're disappointed there's not as many people as you think are out there. So it's kind of a give or take type thing.
Yeah. And I mean, I imagine, because I know, like, even smaller artists, whenever they sell tickets, they keep up. They'll go by the box office and be like, hey, how many tickets have we sold, right? Yeah. Or they'll have an app, or they'll just text their contact, their point of contact for the theater to ask. And so I imagine, like, because there was a few empty seats there for Watch House. I don't think any of those coves or balcony were full.
Yeah, the back wasn't even available to even buy tickets for.
Yeah.
So they were trying to force everybody into the front.
Force everybody into the front, which I like. I like about that, where you just kind of have everybody in a big group instead of all spread out. So I think at that point, it's just like, do you want to ask, or do you just kind of know, kind of in between sets, you're looking out there during the changeover time, you're just kind of have a feel for it. And then, I mean, some groups will ask to be like, hey, can you bring up the house lights? And then they'll bring them up and everybody claps and cheers. But no, if you're on stage and the stage is lit well, then it's very difficult to see out to the audience.
So you never know who's out there, how many people are out there.
And that's by design.
Yeah. So let me ask you the second question, because I said, Dusty, what about Watch House for Downtown Downbeat? It's kind of joke. I mean, Watch House is a popular duo, right? How do you get in touch with these people's agents? So, like, let's say you wanted to book a band, and we're just using Watch House as an example. Obviously, you can get much bigger than Watch House, but, like, how do you even know how to contact their managers?
So you go on their website, and there's contact info, and you're looking for booking agent, or you're looking for something of that nature.
Okay.
And usually they'll have, like, if you're up to a certain level, which I imagine Watch House is, it's probably not just a single person. It's probably an agency that you then send your email off to for your inquiry. And then they'll either respond or not. And also, I imagine they have to filter some of that, because it's just like, hey, you can't just, have random people. But
I know that there are, like, conventions, too, where, like, theater directors can go to these conventions and meet agents and, hey, I represent this and this, right? That's what Steve Hoffman at Norton Center said. He goes to a convention. Obviously, probably doesn't book every show there, but he's kind of filling in the count. Oh, this would be good here. This would be good there. So,
and you need to make contacts. And then if you're looking for certain... I mean, I imagine, like, each agency, I mean, there's some, it really depends. There's some that, like, kind of stick with a genre or a group, or there's also people who, like, are kind of on their own, and then they just represent, like, a wide variety. For instance, like, Vinyl Richie, surprisingly, has a booking agent, right?
Even though you know the people in the band?
Even though I know
Would
the
you have to
people
contact their booking agency, or could you just be like, hey, Michael Paris, can you come play at our concert?
Well, I mean, you could do that, because again, some agencies are like, no, you have to book through us. You can't book anything except for what we book. Vinyl Richie is not at that point. Vinyl Richie is more of a, like, if that guy gets booking, then he contacts Vinyl Richie and says, hey, I got this place. Like, I think they're going up to Wisconsin, right, for a show. And, like, imagine a place like Mercury Ballroom or the Burl, right? But it's in Wisconsin.
Okay.
So they reach out. The booking agent's like, hey, we booked a band there, and I think this band would work here. And so then he'll contact Vinyl Richie, make sure the dates work out, and then
off to Wisconsin they go.
Exactly. But you could still contact Vinyl Richie and book your own shows.
Okay. See, that's where I ran into an issue one time.
Okay.
Not to book a show, but to do an interview. I know this person. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I reach out to this individual's family member, their dad. And I'm like, hey,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Can we get such and such? I want to do an interview. And they're like, well, reach out to the booking agency.
Yep.
So I reached out to the agent, and then this individual's agent didn't contact me back. I'm like, this seems like an unnecessary step.
Yes.
I've got his phone number.
Yeah.
Can I just text him personally and say, why are we doing this?
Right.
This seems unnecessary.
And I think it's just whenever you get to a certain level or how you set up that kind of contract for it. Because I agree with you. At a certain point, if I ever get to be an artist that big and it's like, no, you have to, I can't appear on the Joe Show unless you get it approved by my agent.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to ever be like that. I think it's also more, I think in that case, it was more of a stipulation about, where, the rest of the stuff going on and kind of the concern there. No, I think it's just the level of concert that you get, but also however you have that set up with your agent. Because I know, for the smaller bands, sometimes you reach out and nobody responds, and then finally you just post on Facebook. You know how I got Candy Jenkins?
No, but I know you're wearing her hat.
Oh, yeah.
On Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
It was a pink hat that said Candy Jenkins.
So I am part of the text group. Where she whenever she releases something, she sends out that text.
You get an update.
Right. And so I just texted it back. I said, hey, I'm Dusty. I'm with Danville, and we're in charge of Downtown Downbeats, and I would like to book you.
I didn't know you could text those numbers back. I thought those were just promotional text. But someone's apparently monitoring that line.
She was monitoring it, and she said, hey, I would love to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun, but here is my agent. Let's make this legit.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Way, yeah. And so then I contacted them, but she was always in that email group or chain whenever we were making contact.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Whenever we had to negotiate price, and then they were like, well, we're only going to do this much. And I was like, well, I mean, we agreed on this much, so then I can, that's only 30% of the time, so I'll deduct 30% off. And he was like, all right, well, we can work something out. So.
Yeah.
And it's just that
some
part,
bartering
all of
and
it,
negotiating.
yeah, and that's stupid. Just do it.
So you think EKU Center for the Arts was like, we can pay you this much, and Watch House was like, well, that means we'll only play for this long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I had no idea. I just figured, hey, this is how much we are. We're going to play just a standard concert. But if someone pays them less, they'd come out and play less songs.
Or, I mean, with Watch House, they have a lot of duo stuff that you could want and do. So it's a matter of, do you want a full band?
You want the whole band, or you just want the duo stuff?
Exactly.
Oh.
And so you can kind of work and negotiate there, or you could be like J.D. Shelburne. It was the option of a duo, a trio, or 5 people, right? And so, I mean, he wanted to do a 5-person, but we didn't have that budget. But he was like, well, I'll not take my fee, so I could pay my other musicians.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and some people do that because I mean, you're most of those musicians that you see are
unbelievable. We have been stopped in our tracks in this conversation. But the unicorn has been found.
Yeah.
The bounty has been completed, and Yeager has just walked in the studio.
There's 2 left, she says.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are these the 2 from weeks ago?
Yes, but you either get them or you don't.
That is true. I can't find them anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll take them.
I tried to order some offline and.
What, they out?
Yeah, my order got canceled.
I'm telling you, they didn't make enough of them.
Right. No, that's what
you can't promote. Edition. Yeah, well, you can't promote it.
I tried to order you a box online, and my order got canceled.
Would you try to Amazon?
No. So I tried on Amazon and another one.
I'd hate for you to get scammed trying to get a box of Oreos. Get your credit card taken.
It's just somebody who's taken apart the Oreo and stuck a Reese's in between it and mushed it together.
Stapled the package back together.
Anyway, before we got distracted, what I was saying is that some of the musicians that you see up there don't travel with the band. They're just hired guns.
Yeah. Oh.
And, yeah.
You think Kyle traveled with the band?
I think Kyle travels with the band. Kyle was so excited to be there, and he was just...
Kyle was the drummer for Watch House. He had the longest arms I've ever seen a drummer have. They probably hung down to his kneecaps, and you could tell he was trying. Like, Watch House is not a hard rock band, so he was trying so hard not to hit the drums too hard and loudly. And his long arms were in the way, and he was trying. He did a great job.
Oh, yeah.
He did really good.
He was really good.
And he was just happy to be on stage. Always had a smile on his face.
I told Joe, I was like, at any point, I feel like the Watch House is going to just turn to Kyle and be like, it's too loud. It's way too loud.
Stop drumming so loud.
Because he's just trying so hard. He's holding so much energy back and just like barely tapping with his brush.
Yeah, Kyle was the man.
But it was the rest of the energy was just all in his arms.
Yeah.
So he would wave his arms around and then just
like one of those
tap.
inflatable tube guys that you see at a used car dealership.
And he sang too. I don't know if you heard his little backing vocals in some of the tracks.
He even chirped like a bird.
Oh, yeah.
In one of the
That was... I don't know what instrument that was.
Yeah, it was like an ocarina. I don't know.
Yeah, and he was playing, it sounds like birds.
An ocarina. Talk about a word that I didn't think I was going to hear today.
And
actually, I got a band for you.
Okay.
I was in New Orleans and ran into not one, but two people who had played. Well, I met up with a friend who played here.
Okay.
And then I ran into the Storyville Stompers.
Yeah, you sent me a picture of them. Yeah.
And one of the guys in the Storyville Stompers, he was like, "You look really familiar." And I was like, "Have you ever played with the Stooges?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay, I was your band buddy." He was like, "We ate with you. You fed us." Like,
small world story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the band though?
So one of the brass bands that has been up here before, he's played with the Stooges. His name's Walter Ramsey.
Cronkite.
Well, no, he and another band member, they've been putting on shows other places because they're way more popular outside of New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Than they are in New Orleans. Well, I mean, there are just so many musicians in New
that's
Orleans.
True. Yeah.
It's just there. He was like, dude, it's so saturated down here.
Yeah, oh yeah, I bet.
He was like, and everybody's so good.
That's the other thing. Yeah.
So like, he took us to a show. We went to a show with him down there to see another guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you gotta let me know." He was like, "We'd love to come back up to Kentucky." He was like, "We're putting on our own shows. We just need a contact to set everything up." So I was like, "I know a guy.
I have a guy.
I know a guy.
He'll book some shows."
That guy is Dusty.
And that guy is Dusty.
That's right.
I was like, "I know nothing about the music, but I know someone who knows about the music."
That's somebody who can book it.
Yes.
All right, Dusty, real quickly, Kentucky music preview.
Oreos.
I don't even know if I don't know if I want to try them out or not. Because I don't want to have a 2-week-old Oreo and then me be able to.
Fine.
It's been closed up.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. It's just like, what if it's even a tad bit stale, and then we find them somewhere, and now I've already had the Reese Oreo, and now I can't give the appropriate score to the fresh Oreo.
With the number of Oreos you've scored, I think you can handle it.
I will eat both of them.
So this will have to be this is just us eating it unofficial.
Unofficial.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Unofficial.
All right, Dusty Music, what do we got?
All right, hold on. Let me, I got all distracted. Let's see. I had it pulled up. Here we go. All right, you got Cindy. Cindy Best is playing at Renfro Valley this weekend. If you want to go check it out, that will be on a Friday. That's Nicholas Jamerson and his buddy going to be at Renfro Valley in Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Friday, Zach Sabbath will be at Manchester Music Hall.
Okay.
Friday as well. I bet it's a Black Sabbath cover band. It's going to be.
That's true, Zach Sabbath.
Zach Sabbath. Just what I'm imagining. Waka Flocka Flame.
Heard of him.
Will also be at Manchester Music Hall. So that is
These are some great names.
Yeah. Well, you know Waka
You know
Flocka.
Waka Flocka Flame.
Yeah.
I thought he was bigger than Manchester Music Hall.
No, I think that's a great band. Like, because I mean, you could fit a ton of people at standing room.
Okay, I've never been to Manchester Music Hall. I just assume Waka Flocka Flame is more like a Rupp Arena act.
Well, yes and no. I mean, back in the day, he probably was. I think it's like. I would imagine Manchester Music Hall is kind of like the Renfro Valley, right?
Okay.
Like it's like Waka Flocka is not going to play at Renfro, so you got to put him somewhere.
Yeah.
So
somewhere in the middle.
Waka Flocka. Manchester Music Hall holds 1,100 people, so it's about the size of Norton Center for the Arts.
Yeah, except for it's all standing room.
Yes, it looks like it's all standing.
Yeah, and it's the sound is not as great as Norton.
Does not have the acoustics.
Yeah, it does not have the. It's just a box. It's just
Have
a box.
fun, Waka.
Bella White will be at the Burl Sunday if you want to go check her out as well. Let's see. Josh Johnson. Oh, he's coming for the Singletary. Oh, that's pretty good. That's Friday, November 14th. That's this Friday, isn't it? Yeah,
yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Josh Johnson. Sometimes he hosts the Daily Show on Comedy Central.
Cool.
And he's a cool dude. I like him. Multi Ultra will be at Al's Bar Saturday. If you want to go check out them, Lung will be at the Green Lantern.
Well, let me turn my mic on. I tried twice to hit the mic button and missed both times.
Yeah.
Did you say lung?
Lung.
Like what you breathe with?
L-U-N-G. Lung.
Right.
Lung, and then it says U.S., as in, I guess there's a European version of lung.
Okay, come on now. They could have picked a better name.
I mean, it sticks. Yeah, I guess. Lung.
Like, that's got to be hard, heavy metal.
Right. Oh, yeah, they look like it. Yeah. At Green Lantern, that's where they're going to be this Friday. Crop will be at Al's Bar as well Friday. Slumbering Sun will also be at Al's Bar. So that's like a nice, that's all on Friday. That's a lot of people on Friday.
Gnarly.
Rocky's Pub is going to feature Jeff Blackburn music. And Rocky's Pub is in Frankfort, Kentucky, if you want to go. Storm Toker is going to be at Al's Bar. Storm Toker performed at the Pride Festival, and my guys had to run that stage, and they are a loud band. They are a very loud band.
Storm Toker.
Storm Toker. It's just a good name, but it's one of those, like, now it's, what is it? Carved in Brendan's memory of, like, the worst show he did.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, their guitar amps were larger than the speakers we brought.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
so they were loud.
Yeah, and they just turned them all the way up. And people were like, we can't hear the vocals. And it's like, yeah, we're not going to damage our stuff just trying to get it as loud as your guitar. And then we were like, hey, can you turn it down? And they're like, no. And so you're just like, well, you can't do anything about it, right? Yeah, you just. And I heard them all the way over at the other stage. So it was wild. Because I was like, what is going on over there? And they're like, they're not listening to us. And I was like, well, be more assertive. And they're like, yeah, we just give up. That's all it's going to be.
Storm Toker wins.
Storm Toker wins. So if you go see Storm Toker, take your earplugs. Not because their music's terrible. It's just going to be really loud.
Loud, okay.
And so, and hopefully, I mean, it's going to be really hard to order drinks. I don't know why people think that's any good. But hey, to each their own. The Pretty Goods are going to be pretty good down there at Three Boys Farm Distillery in Frankfort, Kentucky, if you want to go check them out. And let's see, you got J.D. Shelburne will be in Louisville on the 14th. Where, though? It just says WHAS 11 News.
They're performing at the news station?
He's going to be at the Kentucky Derby Museum. There it is.
Oh, okay.
I don't do you just want to know he's on the news? Like, why is that also like,
I thought maybe there was like a live concert on the news, like the Jimmy Fallon show. Like, this is her musical guest for the WHAS News at 11.
That could be true, too. J.D. Shelburne will be there. The Local Honeys will be at Zanzibar in Louisville on the 14th, and so that would be a good show. On the 15th, you could check out American Aquarium at Old Forester's Paris Town Hall in Louisville. And then Stephen Wilson Jr. at the Louisville Palace. That should be good. Clint Black is going to be playing Friday at the Caesars Event Center in Caesars, Southern Indiana. The only reason I mention that is because it's Clint Black.
Yeah.
And so if you want to go see him, that'd be good. The person we are previewing is going to be performing at Headliners this Friday, and that is Carter Vale. And he will be at Headliners Music Hall. And this song is, what is it called?
Madeline.
So let's get groovy.
Here it is, Carter Vale in the Kentucky Music Preview Spotlight.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Carter Vell in the Kentucky Music Preview Spotlight.
Yeah, he's going to be over there at Headliners this weekend, Friday, if you want to go check that out. It's one of those, the art doesn't match the music at all. Like, if you were to look at that dude, you're like, wait, this is coming from him?
I thought it was going to be like a country music.
Oh, yeah, by the way he looked, for sure.
All right, Dusty, we're going to try out the Reese Oreos.
Okay.
And you want to do it now?
Oh, there's 3 left.
Oh. And
Fight.
I thought I only brought you 2.
So let me just
see if I had known that, my sister would have stolen the 3rd.
Let me tell people how rare they are now, because you cannot find them on Amazon. I looked them up on eBay. Sold items means they're selling for this. $30 for this box, $14.50, $14.50, $35 for a 2-pack, $14, $23 for a 2-pack. So they're going for about anywhere from $12 to $15 a box. Because you can't find them anywhere.
Yeah.
And you all found them in the Danville CVS.
Sarah got him she just happened to be in there early one morning before work, grabbing some allergy medicine.
Yeah.
And she walked past them and was like, oh, we need those in our life. And grabbed a box, knowing what she knew now. She wishes she grabbed like 3 or more, or all of them.
Or all of them.
They smell great.
Yeah.
I want all your Reese Oreos. They do. They smell really good.
They smell great.
You can definitely smell the Reese's
You can tell it's
peanut
Reese
butter.
peanut butter. Yeah, you can.
It's that different kind of smell to it. I would definitely buy this candle for sure. It looks like the standard Oreo cookie, but the Reese's peanut butter in the middle is going on. And Joe just took a bite. And...
Are they stale?
To me, they're not as like you can tell they haven't just been open, but they are very good.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it does not matter.
You can tell it's a Reese peanut butter, can't you?
Yeah,
you can tell.
It's definitely different from the peanut butter ones.
Yeah, it's better. It's a lot better than the peanut butter ones.
Yeah, no, this is.
I wish we had them fresh, because this would be deserving of a very high score.
I would still rank it very high.
Yeah, I mean, even the stale version
would
get a high score.
Yeah.
Would probably be better than
He's
probably.
talking about a stale cookie that I'd eat an entire box of if I had them.
3/4, probably better than 3/4 of the Oreos that we scored.
I would still eat that entire box.
And you put the little cover back on. They've been well taken care of. It's not like they're just laid open out in the middle of the sun and in the weather.
Not like they're limp.
Right. Oh, those are the worst. Like it's kind of squishy, like the spongy cookies.
Especially if you're excited to eat
those
last Oreos and you open it and somebody left it open and you're like,
it's almost like the Reese flavor hits you later. It's like you can tell it's good and then it gets better as you're chewing it. That's a top tier Oreo.
You're welcome.
I need more of them in my life. I know there's one left. I just mean I need all of them. I need like Scrooge McDuck diving into a pool of change. I need a pool of Oreos.
That's why I had to share this with you because
that was very nice.
Yeah, those are very good.
It was that good. We were all impressed by how good.
Yeah, that's not just a gimmick. That would rank probably at the top for me.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. I mean, I like the standard Oreo cookie's great, but the Reese's peanut butter really rounds out that flavor. Kind of gives it that boldness at the end, like you were saying, where you need to just get that rich, creamy peanut butter at the very end, because it's not like the artificial peanut butter that we had before with the peanut butter.
Yeah, we've
cookies.
had peanut butter Oreos.
Right.
They make those with peanut butter cream.
But
this isn't
not
peanut
the
butter
same.
cream.
No,
this is like peanut butter.
Right.
This is Reese's peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
If you give me those in a glass of milk, I'd do some serious damage to my health.
Now, do you understand the restraint it took to save?
No wonder your sister had to come and
3 for you all, and I thought we only had 2 because I was like, no, you can't. One's for Joe and one's for Dusty.
Well,
so we gotta let them taste.
Thank you to Sarah. Was it Sarah who wanted to eat the last ones? Thank you to Sarah for not eating them.
So much restraint.
Fran Yeager for bringing them in.
Yes.
Again, even a stale version of that probably is better than 75 to 80% of the Oreos.
I mean, this is a little stale. It's not. I mean, you can tell just because you're an Oreo aficionado. Like
most people don't eat as many Oreos.
It had a little bit. To me, it had a little bit more softness than what a typical Oreo would be. That's what I mean. Like you can tell it's just been in the package.
Yeah, it's like if you were to try to break it, it gives a little bit more than before it snaps.
Yeah.
But still awesome. And
I'm not giving an official score because it's not fair to a fresh Reese Oreo, which I may buy off eBay at this point. I am.
Now that he knows how good they are, he's like,
won't those be old too?
No, as long as the box hasn't been open.
I don't know about that.
I would think as long as the box
sealed.
as long as the box and the package isn't open.
I don't think so. I think you're going to get a certain limit. Like
Okay,
how
well,
old
then
are
here's the
those?
deal. I buy them off eBay. Even if they are stale, then we just have to score them stale. We have to score whatever comes.
You just want more Oreos.
And now you want more Reese Oreos. I think that you should petition Oreo to put out a whole nother batch.
Yeah, they didn't make enough.
No.
They did not at all. Can you imagine had they made enough? Like, I went to so many stores, and you couldn't find them anywhere.
Yeah, the display, I've been watching the display at CVS because they were like, so they get their shipments on Tuesday, and they told me to check
Today.
back Tuesday night or
I gotta get
Wednesday
out of here.
morning.
Give me more.
I gotta get my hit.
Because they said by the time they get unpacked, things are out Wednesday.
Okay.
So
try tomorrow.
No, what you should do is just be friends with the CVS person who does the stocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how you get it. Because it's not like baseball cards where they have to put them out first, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You could just be like, hey, I'm going to, you said a couple of them Oreos, and because they don't get paid that much at CVS, right?
No.
Like, yeah. I mean, you can't ask the pharmacist to do it. They get paid a ton.
But not the person stocking the Oreos.
Not the person stocking the Oreos. So you could just be like, hey, you put you a few of those back, you get some cash in your pocket. All right?
All right, appreciate you all being on.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, Dusty, Ann Yeager, you've still
She
you're gonna
has
stay
to,
here.
yeah.
She's not going anywhere. And a Tuesday with Stith is coming up right after this on the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk
Just
Sports.
eat it. Eat it.
Keep your home cozy with Southern Heating and Cooling, as your comfort is their priority. And right now is the time to take advantage of their maintenance fall special, a $99 value for only $75. System not working at all? Then take advantage of the Hometown Radio Listener Service Call discount for only $50, a $75 value. They offer veteran, first responder, and clergy discounts too. Locally, family, and veteran owned, and easy to book online. Go to southernheatingcooling.com or call 859-324-2770.
When it comes to your money, there's a lot to think about. Paying bills, setting a family budget, and retirement. Farmers National Bank cares about your financial well-being and is here to help. Visit the bank's website at fnbky.com to check out their financial wellness section with short videos on budgeting, saving, paying off debt, and more. You can also stop into a branch or call to ask the bank's financial professionals for advice. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Bread of Life Cafe in Casey County, Highway 127, proudly serves several all-you-can-eat buffets. Start out with the lunch buffet, $13.99. Thursday, after 4, seniors 55 and older can experience the buffet for $9.99. Friday after 4, swimming for the seafood buffet, $19.99. Saturday morning breakfast buffet, 7 till 10:30, $10.99. And Saturday after 4, make your way to the evening buffet for $14.99. Feed your tummy and your soul with a visit to the Bread of Life Cafe, 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8, Monday through Thursday night, Friday and Saturday till 9.
My name is Chase Harrington, and I'm from Nicholsville, Kentucky. I've been singing for about 7 years. When I got into performance, I came to Studio G. I've been learning how to look good on stage, how to bring out my voice more in the songs that I sing, how to get confidence. I hear an immense difference in my voice compared to when I started coming here.
Studio G is the performing arts place. To learn more, call 859-734-4394. Studio G. The G stands for growth.
This Joe Show weather report is brought to you by...
All right there, Riley Joe, brought to you by our friends at the Little Sign Shop. Need a sign, a banner, or decal fast? The owners and operators have always got you covered. Doing full-color digital printing, magnetic signs, auto signage, and logo design in Danville, where 2nd and 4th Streets meet. Partly sunny on Veterans Day Tuesday, a high of 44, a low tonight of 36. Sunshine 58 tomorrow, sunshine 58 football Thursday for Boyle, and mostly sunny football Friday, high of 63. Right now it's 9:44 in the morning, and Ann Yeager joins the show on this Tuesday for a Tuesday with Steph.
The following is a paid program.
Yes, it is. Thank you for that, Jim Parman. And what's going on with Ann Yeager today?
I'm handing off music to Dusty.
Oh, he's got to listen to the band.
Well, no, it's a band that, or it's a musician that was part of the Stooges, who I was their band buddy. I don't need to be on camera today.
You don't want to be on camera?
I'm a mess. I've just been to the... I'm kind of a disaster. Oh, look, he actually turned it off for me. That's so sweet.
Put the cover over the camera.
You want my picture to go up there instead? I can give you my picture. I got pictures that look better than I do today.
Just like a headshot right there?
Yeah, you can do a headshot.
We'll just close the camera lens, so if you're watching the live stream, it's black on my left shoulder, or my right shoulder, because Ann Yeager doesn't want to be on camera.
Y'all, I'm a hot mess today.
Yeah. Well, what's going on?
But I had to go get work done this morning. You lift enough caskets, and you have to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's funny because when I was getting work done this morning, that's all we did was talk about funerals. We talked about Viking funerals. We talked about basket caskets. And I was like, gosh, I should have just recorded this. I feel like I'm on the show.
Yeah.
Talking about all things funeral.
So you've already got your funeral talk in and you haven't made it to the radio station yet. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Congratulations, by the way.
What?
Stith Funeral Home named Best Funeral Home.
Oh yeah.
Best in the Bluegrass.
Yeah.
And Ann Yeager named Best Funeral Director.
It's because you voted for me.
I voted for you.
I know. That's why I say it's because of you.
We got it done.
It's because of you.
And you voted for me.
Yes.
And I won.
Did you? Yay.
I did.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any of them
Well,
yet.
I didn't know either till a week ago today. One of my friends texted me and said, hey, Joe, congrats. And it said Best Local Radio Announcer, Mathis.
Someone sent me mine.
Yeah, so
yeah, same
we
thing.
both didn't know to someone. I didn't know. I figured I didn't win because I hadn't heard anything. So we each voted for each other, and we each won. So that's
Mathis.
Teamwork makes
Just
the dream work.
Mathis, not Joe. Just Mathis.
Mathis. Makes it even better.
That was my favorite part, I think.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Stith.
thank you.
Well-deserved, and well-deserved for
Congratulations
you
to
as
you,
well.
too.
Thank you. Appreciate that. What do we got going on at Stith Funeral Home? What have you all been up to?
Lots of funerals.
Mm-hmm.
It's this strange time of year. So I'm going to remind everybody, like, as the holidays come and people still die.
Yeah.
So please be mindful, respectful, and just remember those that are out there who this may be their first holiday alone. They may have a death around the holidays. Like, this is why I always tell my sister, don't get mad in traffic when someone isn't paying attention. You never know what kind of day they're having.
Right.
They could be having the worst day ever. And that's why they just sat through that light. Not because they just were trying to make you mad or get on your nerves. But maybe they were having the worst day ever.
Yeah. I try to tell
everyone,
Jack that. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Give them grace.
Yeah.
Give everyone a little grace because you never know what someone's going through or what kind of day they're having. And that's, as the holidays approach, think about those people. I know we tend to get all swept up, and there's a lot of hard stuff going on right now. So as the holidays approach, just be mindful and think about those who might be spending their first holiday without someone.
Yeah.
Because this is that time of year that gets really hard. And it's going to get really hard at Christmas because I'm going to have like 2 weeks where Christmas and New Year's where we're going to be down to like 2 days that we can have services.
Yeah.
So give grace to us and to any families that have a death during that time period because we can't control all of those things. The
Can't control the
cemeteries.
calendar.
Like right now. So FYI for Camp Nelson National Cemetery, if you go by Camp Nelson and you see that the grass hasn't been cut or things look out of place, please do not be a keyboard cowboy and say stuff about it because they would love to be there right now, but they are furloughed.
Well, they may be back soon.
They may, and hopefully they will, but they've got some catch up. And I've already seen a couple people posting about the fact that they're not there, but that's because they're not getting paid right now.
Yeah, the government shutdown.
Yes. So just like I was on the phone on, like, they no longer are open on, they used to be open on Sundays. The National Scheduling Office, they're no longer open on Sundays. I was on the phone for almost 3 hours on Saturday because I was on hold for so long because half of those workers are shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like today's Veterans Day. So thank you to all the veterans, all of those who have served our country. But also remember, like, since they were shut down today for Veterans Day, that was 6 burials today that didn't happen, or a possibility of 6 burials. So I was surprised when I was on the phone Saturday how many, there are only 6 time slots a day at Camp Nelson, how many were already taken up, and it's because they were closed today.
Yeah.
So that pushes my funerals further out because we have to fit the funerals within the time period.
Yeah. And close today, but with the government shutdown apparently coming to an end, they can't get out there and mow in time for Veterans Day. So, like, I assume Camp Nelson will be busy with people today on Veterans Day going to visit graves.
But they canceled their. Normally they have, even though they're closed to burials today, but they normally have a veteran
ceremony there.
a memorial celebration there, and they're not having that today because they don't have the people to work it or get ready for it. And they were working really hard before the shutdown. They knew it was coming. So they were working really hard to set everything up to do extra work before they got shut down. And, you know, we were there a couple of days before having a funeral, having a burial, and everybody was out. Yeah. The director, the big boss, he was out there spraying weeds, and like they were doing all the maintenance they could before they shut down. So just also give them grace. There's gonna be a little catch up, even when they do come back. There's gonna be a little catch up time period there where they're trying to get caught up on all the things. Yeah. Because all they've been able to do is the minimum since the shutdown. So. Yeah.
Hey, let's give a shout out. Y'all got a new member of the team?
Yes, Jared.
Jared Howard.
He's been with us for about 6 months.
Oh.
Well, no. So that's
never mind. Not that new.
No, he is new. In our world.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, my mom's been there 40 years. Come on now. More than 40.
You think he's listening to the show this morning?
I don't know. Sometimes they do listen in the office. It depends on what's going on.
You need to bring him in.
He's going
to
come in with me.
Okay, good.
He's going to come in with me, and y'all are going to get to meet him. No, but we made him Facebook official.
Yep. That's why I thought it was new. He's Facebook official now.
In the funeral home world, he is new. I mean,
he made it through the probationary period.
Yep. He made it through. He's our brand of crazy. So we love him. And yeah, you have to remember in our world, that is new. 6 months. Mom's been there for 40.
When you're celebrating your 100th anniversary next year, 6 months is relatively new.
Mom's been there for almost 45 years. No, she has been there. She got licensed 45 years ago this year.
Wow.
Because Sarah's 45.
Wow.
Yeah, she was pregnant with Sarah when she took her license test, and the next day had Sarah. Huh. She was 10 months pregnant the day she took her test. That's why I figured I could take my test. I could pass. Because if Mom did it 10 months pregnant, surely, to goodness, I could do it.
10 months pregnant.
Yeah, she was overdue with Sarah. Sarah's due May 15th. She took her exam on June 9th, and had Sarah on June 10th.
Yeah, didn't she say, like, they asked, when are you due? And she's like, 3 weeks ago.
Yes, and all the men in the room kind of freaked out. Like,
oh, no.
Yes, and the lady who was there kind of in charge, the secretary looked at my grandfather and said, Jack, I cannot believe you drove her up here to take this test. And my grandfather looked at Mary Kay and said, I didn't drive her up here. She drove herself from Lexington. And she was like, you made a pregnant woman drive from Lexington? We were still living in Lexington at that time. And he was like, yeah, she got to drive herself home, too.
Yeah.
So Mom is a woman of steel. She's quite impressive. So
congrats to Jared, and looking forward to meeting him.
Yes, so he'll be in so you can meet him. He is a bright, wonderful young man who I'm trying to teach all the things. That's the goal, is to get all the things out of my head and into his head. And he is, God love him, absorbing so much.
Awesome.
So I'm very proud of him. And I can't wait for you to meet him. But yes, I will bring him in the coming weeks.
There you go. Right now, it is 27 degrees. We'll step aside, come back, and we may have time for an Ask AY question. Right here in the Joe Show on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports with the camera lens off.
Woohoo!
At least on Ann Yeager. The camera lens on me. Watch us live at Hometown Live Radio on Facebook.
Ladies, get ready for a night of sparkle and fun at B&L Jewelers Ladies Night, November 13th from 6 to 8 p.m. Enjoy great savings before the holiday rush with savings up to 70% off with exclusive specials available only during these 2 hours. Join us for refreshments and multiple prize drawings throughout the evening. Plus, we're kicking off our Diamond Love Knot earring giveaway. Get one entry just for joining us, earn another entry for every $100 spent, and bringing a friend will get you another chance to win. So come gear up for Christmas and sparkle early at B&L Jewelers, where every lady shines a little brighter. Danville Manor Shopping Center.
One of the most trusted names in jewelry is B&L Jewelers. For years, we've been helping you and your neighbors say, I love you, happy anniversary, even here's something just because. At B&L Jewelers, you could trust us for everything from an elegant engagement diamond to that watch repair. Love gets better at B&L Jewelers, located in the Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Love gets better with B&L Jewelers.
Serving Boyle County seniors a gathering place.
Our Adult Day Healthcare Services provide independence through assistance for adults with special needs ages 21 and over. Our participants enjoy games, reality orientation, cognitive and physical activities, exercise, music and craft programs, while offering families freedom and peace of mind knowing their loved ones are cared for in a safe, supportive environment. Visit thegatheringplace.org, follow on Facebook and Instagram for more info.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or two or three or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Time out for sports this weekend with VSiN Sports Shows on WHIR AM 1230.
All right, there was one Reese Oreo left, and I took care of that.
It's gone now. There are no more Reese Oreos.
Maybe the greatest Oreo ever made. And I'm not being facetious about that.
No, they are that good. I'm sorry if you didn't get to try them.
All right, so here's a question someone has, and they live in Kentucky, they say in the answer. So we can, literally, you can answer this question with this question being from a Kentuckian. So my father died in 1996 when I was 8 years old. So he's about my age now. He would have been born in 1988. He was buried in a plot next to his first wife. Her family would not allow us to engrave the headstone with his name or information. The only thing he has is a foot marker from the military. This has eaten at me my entire life, and I've always desired to have him move to where I am in another state. He's in Tennessee. This person says, I'm in Kentucky. I have a burial plot for him already next to my mother. I'm looking for information on how I do and go about this and what can I anticipate financially. So exhuming is the right word, right?
Yes,
from
it's an
Tennessee to
exhumation.
Kentucky.
So it's expensive. I'll just tell you, because I want to dig my grandfather up in Lexington, bring him to Danville. So it really would depend if the first wife or the wife that he's buried with, is she deceased? If she's deceased,
okay.
Well, and I'd have to double check Tennessee law, because if he's buried in Tennessee, then he'd fall under Tennessee law. If he were buried in Kentucky, say if he were buried in Lexington and wanted to move him to Danville, then if the wife was deceased, then he and his siblings would become the legal next of kin of his father.
Okay.
So they could probably petition in Kentucky. That's why I say I don't know Tennessee laws on this. They could probably petition if she were deceased as next of kin to have him moved. Then they could probably win that. Just because if there isn't a sibling who belongs to the two of them.
If they're the next of kin.
Right.
Yeah.
If they're the next of kin, if the kids are the next of kin now, they could probably petition the court for that. And it would probably have to go before the court if his wife is deceased. Now, if his wife is alive, she's not going to give permission. It would be up to her because she'd be the next of kin.
Right.
However, then you have to pay a company, either the cemetery or a vault company or a grave digger in the vault company, to dig up whatever is buried, whether it's a vault or a concrete box or a casket. If it is just a casket, then it probably needs to go in something else, depending on, since he was buried so long ago. And then it has to be transported here. And then another grave dug and reburied here.
Someone estimated neighborhood of $15,000. I think that's about right.
I'd say, depending on the cemetery and the location, somewhere between 15 and 25.
Yeah. Wow.
Depending on if you have to buy another vault. And it gets way more expensive to dig someone up. It's much harder to dig someone up than it is to bury them.
Put them in the ground, yeah. And Yeager Stiff Funeral Home, if you have any questions, 859-236-2113.
Yes, sir.
Is the phone number to give them a call, stiffcares.com, as well as the website.
You all have a great day and love on your people.
There you go. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end of the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning. Hope I made the start to your work day just a little more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. The Joe Show. Happy Veterans Day to all those who have served and are currently serving. It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
This is the Talk